Yes, guys. Yes, people. Big up every single one of you that's locked in. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Let's turn this up a little bit. Down a bit. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Right. Big up every single one of you. We are back live. We are back live for another transfer video. Big up to every single one of you that's in here. Hit the likes, subscribe, super chat if you want to guarantee your comment gets read out. All of that bullshit. You guys know exactly what to do. And there's been a lot of transfer news that's been dropping. Trust Mo, I'm with you. I thought this would be a quiet window as well. Clearly not. There's an added emphasis on outgoings. So we're going to discuss the new bomb squad, the new list of players that are on the transfer list for the gargantuan Chelsea. Now, we haven't really got any updates in terms of incomings other than just some more Mark Guehi updates, which even then don't really add too much to what we already know. But there's plenty of news in terms of outgoings. We've had players literally do the Grandpa Simpson meme of just arriving, doing nothing, and leaving. Just like that. So we're going to discuss the Dewsbury Hall situation. We're going to trust the Nkunku. We're going to talk about the Nkunku situation, Casadei, the whole Mainoo bullshit, because yeah, we're getting Mainoo. Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. Chukwuemeka news, Vega news, Guehi news, and that's about it. Big up to every single one of you guys, though. Hit the likes, subscribe, all of that crap. And up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. Fraser, don't ask me about that shit. We already know the thoughts about it. We already know the name under suspicion. Please don't ask me about that crap. But big up to you, Fraser. Big up to you, my guy. Big up to at Bobby Vincent tweet. What? Why is it there's always updates as soon as I go live? What has Bobby Vincent tweeted? Strasbourg loan an option for Chukwuemeka. Ha ha! Ha ha! I love how we just use Strasbourg as a dumping ground. It's all mad. It's all mad. So, according to Bobby Vincent, Strasbourg loan an option for Chukwuemeka, but Chelsea will need to recall one of Andre Santos, Petrovic, or Caleb Wylie first. Hold on. No, couldn't find him. My bad. Right, so yeah, we need to recall one of Andre Santos, Petrovic, or Wylie first. We already know that shit anyway. There's no real shock with that, but cool. Chukwuemeka now could be the player that we end up sending to Strasbourg. Maybe we don't have plans to get rid of him just yet. Either that or Dortmund and West Ham are not willing to pay the amount that we want for him. So we need to raise the guy's stocks. How do you raise his stocks? You send him off to Strasbourg. No way, man, I've already forgot about Caleb Wylie. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Yo, Abdi, was Tim's in here? Where's Tim's? Alright, Tim, show your face, bro. You're always quick to pop up on some bullshit. Where are you, blood? Can't see him in my chat. Must have gone hiding. Ah, well, hold that. Every Arsenal fan in here, hold that. You're going trophyless again, dickheads. And just going off a tangent as well, by the way, if there is any Chelsea fans that are doing this whole, why are you cussing out Arsenal when we haven't won in our last 4? Shut the fuck up. Simply put, I ain't even going to be nice about it. Why are you cussing our rivals when we ain't won in 4? Shut the fuck up. I don't care if we haven't won in 9. I'm still going to do that shit. Stop shaking your bum hole for the fucking rivals. Go put an Arsenal shirt on and piss off to the Emirates with them. But why are you cussing about in our situation? You bitches. Trust. I had idiots in my comment section going, oh, what? We haven't won in 4, and you're talking about Maresca winning a trophy before Arteta. Shut up. Shut up. Absolute bitches. Yo, Maldini, I'm telling you, that is like one of the best buys I've made in the last year, man. Nearly every stream, I'm wearing that hoodie now. It's my default attire for streams now. It's just so comfy. So fucking comfy. And yeah, I recommend to everybody as well, go get yourself a fucking blanket hoodie. It's chill, man. It's amazing. Trust, man. People have forgotten. People have forgotten what tribalism is really about. It's not about just being on top. It's about being there whenever your rivals fail. The same reason why whenever we go 1-0 down on a watch-along, all the rivals just pile in. Because that's part of tribalism. That's part of fucking tribalism. Shaking your ass for the rival. Oh, why are you talking? We haven't won. We didn't beat Ipswich. Okay. Okay, and what? Fuck them. Fucking bitches. There we are. There we are. He's here, man. Tims, walk one for your trophy, bruv. Walk one for your trophy. Our club is a dump hole now post-Roman. Don't let Clearlake win a trophy before Arsenal have. Because if Clearlake win the Conference League and Arsenal go trophyless, it is Clearlake 1, Arsenal 0 since their takeover. Now what? Now what? It's a madness still. Bro, it don't matter, man. He could just bag a tap in on Sunday and everyone will go back to, thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Chelsea, for Kai Havertz and all of that crap.
That's the donkey. You're a donkey.
Yeah, get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Euro Football Leagues, big up to you, though, my guy. Big up to you. Vinush, I wish. I dream. Bring the East African king to the fucking bridge, bruv. I need my representation. I need my representation, blood. Bring him to the fucking bridge. We probably won't be able to do that. 150 million. It's a little bit much still. It's a little bit much still. Baverts. Oh my goodness. Poor Babs. Man's got his name attached to Havertz. That's peak. That is fucking peak. No, I haven't even seen that Lavia comp, but like I already thought his performance was good anyway. I think there was some like criticism just based off him being partly responsible for the goal that we conceded, but he had a good game. He had a really good game. In spite of all of that. I might go watch it anyway, just gotta enjoy a good Chelsea comp and all that. But yeah, like, I thought he had a good game regardless. Big up to Andrew, my G, saying, don't know if this covers a meal deal anymore, but have a little treat. Thank you, bro. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. That will still sort out a nice little meal. So, yeah, it's all good. Or a pint on Saturday, because I will be at the Chelsea-Morecambe game. I'm going to Morecambe at home. Fuck it. Fuck it. Chelsea need to start winning again, which means I need to be back at the bridge. So, I will help us get a win against the Shrimps. We will be there, bruv. We will be there. I'm glad you hate us more than you love Chelsea. Here's another bit of gaslighting from Arsenal fans, by the way. Oh, you hate us more than you love Chelsea. Nice little mind games to get you to stop cussing them out. No, dickhead. Part of loving Chelsea is hating you. Part of loving Chelsea is hating your decrepit football club, bruv. So, hold that. Hold that. I said the Gunners aura, bruv. You think we haven't seen how much you try to press Chelsea? I could run the same narrative. The difference is, I ain't that shameless. I ain't that shameless. It is what it is. Brother, this is another mind games thing. How is responding being rattled? You respond and you're rattled. That's just sad. That is just sad. How are you not even able to make a response about people saying, oh, you're rattled? You rattled. You rattled. No. No, I'm just proving you wrong. Me attacking your point and proving how disingenuous it is isn't rattled. Oh, you're rattled. Oh, you're fucking rattled. No, that's what we call a secondary school mindset, my friend. That's what we call a secondary school mindset. Man's trying to run the chill guy narrative. Get out of here, man. You were not chill yesterday because I was going on to Troops' watch along, and all I'm seeing is timed out by Lil Tim's 86k. 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 Then I went on to Lee Gunner's stream because I wanted to see his reaction. And you know what I saw? Timed out by Lil Tim's 86k. Timed out by Lil Tim's 86k. Timed out by Lil Tim's 86k. Man was just everywhere on everyone's watch along, just timing out rivals. He wants to talk about Rattled. How are you on multiple? Yeah, you know I'm talking the truth as well. You know I'm not lying. I saw that shit. How are you talking about Rattled when you are on multiple watch-alongs? Just timing man out. Have some shame. Have some shame, bruv. Shout out to Tim's though, still. Shout out to Tim's. But that was hilarious. Head loss yesterday was at an elite level. At a fucking elite level, bruv. But yeah, you man, hit the likes. Hit the likes. Barca Bilbao, Liverpool, Spurs, hate along. Unlikely for tonight. Unlikely for tonight. Oh, man wants a shame. Man wants a shame. Yeah, let me run that.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
That's for you, bruv. That is for you, bruv. Just when they call the channel host abusive name. I'll keep an eye out for that one because I doubt that. I highly doubt that. But I mean, we'll see. Because I'm sure Arsenal are going to lose again soon and you're going to be on that same shit. So we'll see. We'll see. You man, hit the like. So let's get back into transfer news. So Strasbourg loan a potential option. Again, just another option. It depends on what Borussia Dortmund's offering. It's depending on what West Ham is offering because both of them are also interested. Speaking of West Ham, maybe Graham Potter would like to take back some of the players that he had while he was at Chelsea. Chukwuemeka could be one of those options. There also could be the options of taking some of the coaches that you brought here. Ben Roberts and Carl Macaulay came to Chelsea with Graham Potter in 2022. Now, Graham Potter, my friend, you have one opportunity to rectify all of the BS that we went through in the Potter era. Take him back. Take him back. Take him back right now. Take Ben Roberts back right now. Just come bring, like, you don't even have to give us money. Don't give us money. We don't need it. Like, genuinely, like, think of this as like a deal of grace. A deal of grace because we brought you in and then we sacked you after a couple months. Take him. Take him. And you know what? You'll probably get a good reception when you come back to the bridge. Fuck him off. Get rid. Get rid. Now. Immediately. I cannot emphasize how much this guy gets on my fucking nerves just because he is the reason why Robert Sanchez is at this football club. You know what? You can have Sanchez as well. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. You might have to pay for Robert Sanchez, but I promise you all we need is a free 5. Just give me a free 5. I don't even need money. Give me a spliff. That'll be enough. That'll be enough. And you can have Ben Roberts on a free. Take him. Get rid. Because this motherfucker is responsible for one of the worst deals that we've made in the Clear Lake era. As well as the sporting directors. They took him up on that dumb offer. Get rid. See? Get rid of him right now. Right fucking now. Carl Macaulay, I remember people didn't like him around 2022 either. But I haven't heard a lot about him in a minute. So I don't know if he's actually improved for us or not. But you know what? Take him too. Get rid of him as well. Fuck it. Fuck it. And that is also a pretty good segue to the main topic that we found out last night. I'm just trying to get the tweet up. Where the fuck is the tweet? Here it is. So we are well and truly back in business because we got a 2 a.m. Fab bomber. Ben Roberts is the head of global goalkeeper. The head of global goalkeeping at Chelsea. Ugh. You know what the maddest thing is? Like, one of my closest mates is called Ben Roberts as well. I feel bad. Because every time I think about this guy while I'm on streams, I'm just thinking, get the fuck out of my club. Ben Roberts, my bro, if you're actually watching this stream, it's all love, my guy. It's all love, my guy. I just don't like the goalkeeping coach that sadly has the same name as you. But here we are in it. Here we are in it. You'd probably be a better goalkeeping coach, but we move. We move. But yeah, Dewsbury Hall. What the fuck? Oh, you're taking a piss, bro. Dewsbury Hall can leave Chelsea this month in the case of a good bid for both the player and club. Chelsea have already informed the player since December about his availability on the market. What a waste. What a waste of time that was. Eesh. Brother just arrived, scored against Ghent, and left. Just, like I said, you remember that Grandpa Simpson meme? He just walks in, puts his coat on the rack, does a little spin, takes his coat off the rack, and leaves. This was what we call the Dewsbury Hall era. Yeah. Yeah. Maldini, you already that guy, bro, but I understand, because I'd be the exact same thing. I completely get it. You did. And what a fucking waste. What a waste. It's just, yo, Georgie, do you want him back? Do you want to take him back? Would you like to just take Dewsbury Hall back? You can have him back. You can have him back. Just like, have you got the receipt? Like, you know, it's us. We need to find the receipt. If we can find the receipt, can we still do a refund thing? And just take him back. Take him back. We get our money back. You know what? You can keep 10% of it as well. Like, is what it is. But yeah. Yeah, like, just what a waste of 6 months. What a waste of 6 months. I'd take back my club is a mess. I'd give you. I forgot we even gave you Golding. How's he doing over there? I haven't heard anything about him, so I'm assuming it's not great, but yeah, is he doing okay over there? Let us know. Let us know. But what a fucking waste of what? 35 million or something. How much did we spend on this guy? 30 million. Yeah, what a waste of 30 million. Just dead. Just so dead. Man left his boyhood club and a potential move to Brighton, where he would have got more game time, just to do nothing and to have the odd Conference League game. It is what it is, though. Man's clearly not trusted. He isn't good enough to warrant that trust either. But yeah, just a complete waste of time. What was the point if you're going to tell him at December that, yeah, it ain't working out. Sorry, we fucked up. You can find a club for yourself. All of that. Like, it's just stupid. At least it's not a waste of his career. Like, for us, it might be a waste of money. We'll see how much we can recoup of that 30 million. But this is just long. This is just long. Like, the sporting director's got to learn from this. Do a bit less. Like, buy the class quality that's already there. Maybe some nice little world-class potential here or there as well. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But if we're talking about depth and rotation, like, just utilize the damn academy. Utilize the academy. Fuck it. Like, at the very least, you could develop and flip them and they're all pure profit. This, like, now we're struggling to get our money back. Well, not our money back. All of our money back. All this for what? I don't get it. Like, doing stuff like that in terms of, like, actually integrating the academy as depth and rotation options, at the very least, like, makes everything a bit more sustainable, in my opinion. Also more profitable because, again, you're going to make pure profit off those players. You give Raksaki a few more of those minutes instead. If you don't make it into the Chelsea team, calm, you loan him. I mean, you loan him or you flip him, you make your money, all of that crap. Well, maybe it is like the PSR thing and like that plays a part with Golding going the other way. I don't know, but integrating the academy more also gives the academy something to work for and something to play for as well. So, like, I would really hope the sporting directors learn from a situation like this. The only positive I can give for them is that at least we accepted it's a bad move and we're trying to rectify it quickly, because I've seen a lot of players just left here to rot for years. So that's one slight positive. It's the equivalent of a consolation goal. I won't front. It's just a consolation goal. Ultimately, just a bad move for everybody involved. And for Dewsbury Hall, your career ain't over. You'll go find another club. You'll go play more. You'll build back up your confidence. Things will be fine for you in like a year's time. It's not that deep. But for now, man's just here. He is literally just here. He's literally just here and that's it. Spent 70 million on KDH, Kellyman and Jorgensen. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. See, here's the thing, Maldine. Like, you could have maybe got someone better, but I'm also just thinking, like, the same thing I thought a month ago. Give him some fucking minutes. Like, I'm going to see him start on Saturday for whatever that shit is worth, because, yeah, start him against second from bottom in League 2 Morecambe. That's going to mean a lot. He's going to have a lot to deal with there. His most work is going to be just keeping himself warm for 90 minutes. But the KDH and Kellyman stuff, it was PSR rules, but, I mean, PSR shit, but KDH was a waste. Don't know what's going to happen with Kellyman, but I would assume it's just a develop and flip thing with him. So if we make profit on him, cool, not that bad. But that's all in limbo, and we don't know. All we know is this brother is literally just develop and flip, as things stand. Get me my Gallagher back. My brother, Gallagher should have re-signed, and none of this would have happened. He should have just re-signed. Or he could have gone Villa, and instead we'd be talking about having Duran as a number 9 option for us. But here we are. Here we are. Who the hell was saying Kieran Dewsbury Hazard? Who was saying that? That must have been one of your mates who don't really watch football like that and was just taking the piss. I don't think any content creator was saying that bullshit. I don't think any one of them was saying that crap. Kieran Dewsbury Hazard. Huh? What? That's all mad. That's all mad. DMs. Well, what have I been sent? Oh, swear down. Haha. What's this? Kieran Dewsbury Hall just retweeted this and then deleted it. Still think Maresca could have handled him better. He's not the scrub ever. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I wouldn't blame him for being in his feelings about how this whole situation's come across. I don't blame him. And like we said earlier, his stock is in the bin right now. Man went from like Leicester's centerpiece to just some no-name that we signed that can't get into the team. Yeah, no wonder he's pissed. I was like, everyone thinks I'm shit now. I ain't that shit. I'll just go find another club. Go off to West Ham or something and like just rebuild your name. Just go rebuild your name, man. It's all good. Yeah, trust. Like it's like Nonny saying Wolverhampton's a shit city. It's like, oh shit, that was on the main. My bad. Fuck. Shit. Kelly. Nah, fuck off. Scott, you're kidding me. Bro, really? Has he been injured or anything? What was his name? Amari Kellyman. He's not played that little, has he? Oh, brother. 2 Premier League games. I think he started both of them. He was off in 45 minutes in the first one, off in 59 minutes in the next one, and he just got 1 yellow card. Wait, that Tottenham game, he was off in 45 minutes and got a yellow in the 51st minute. Yeah, a yellow off the bench. Oh, whatever. Oh, whatever. Oh, 2 serious injuries. Ah, God bless his heart, man. Ah, God bless him. Get well soon, mate. Okay, so at least an injury thing. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at it now. Hamstring injuries and a knee injury. Oh, shit. So you got 1 injury and then just spawned another injury straight afterwards. Poor guy, man. Poor guy, man. But again, point still stands that, okay, at least we know that it's not been because he's shit. It's not been because he's shit. So he could still be a develop and flip sort of thing. It's just you're not flipping him now. You're flipping him in a year or 2's time. Unless he gets some more injuries. If he gets some more injuries, yeah, just hang this one up as an L and keep it stepping. Hang this one up as an L and we just keep it moving from there because, boy, boy. Damn right he's pissed. He was sent to go. Oh, brother. I know. Yeah, it wasn't even Afghanistan. It was Azerbaijan, no? It's Azerbaijan. I've actually forgotten what country Astana's in now. Yeah, Kazakhstan. That's it. Kazakhstan. Oh, yeah. You know what? Fair enough. Like, if your last start was literally like minus 10 degrees, I'd be fuming as well. But he was literally part of Neto and the rest of the youth players just sent out to play in that game. It's crazy. It is all mad. Scott, I hear it. But they got time to rectify that. As of now, it's not been good enough. And yeah, Mo, free medal. At least man's got a Conference League medal waiting for him at the end of the season. There you are, mate. You can say you've done more than Arsenal has in Europe in the last 30 years. We left you with something, mate. We will never forget Ghent at home. We'll never forget Ghent at home. Does he have any other memories for us? Yeah, shout out Ghent at home. All of that. Love that. Love that shit. What, is Strasbourg playing now or something? Nah, they're not. I thought you were going to tell me like Moreira scored or some shit. I thought you were going to say that. Imagine feeling sorry for subpar players when we should be focusing on this being evidence of higher standards. That's what I said was like one of the only positives of this whole Dewsbury Hall situation. I literally said that earlier. The fact that we've accepted this ain't working, you can leave. We'll find you another club. Sorry for the time wasting and all of that. Like, that's a positive. It's just learn from this. Learn from this. We don't have to just buy everything. Sometimes the answer in terms of depth can literally just be in the academy. Sometimes that can be the case. So yeah, I understand your point on that one still. But Dewsbury Hall, off your pop. Off your pop, mate. Musiala, what? He wants a release clause in his contract. Nice. Nice. If there's a chance to get Musiala, like, goes without saying, go do it. But this is so vague. We're not even looking at him like that. It's just... I'm not going to sit here and start like going on a 10-minute tangent about how Musiala will fit our team and would be an insane addition and all of that. You all already know that. I don't need to sell you lot on Musiala. It's Musiala. It's just... Yeah, nice. Nice. Good shit. Good shit. Yo, shout out to Known Unknown in the chat as well. Big up to you, my guy. Now, on to the Nkunku situation. Because this one's a bit confusing. Matt Law and Fabrizio are both saying two different things. So Fabrizio's saying there's no negotiations ongoing or even talks between PSG and Chelsea for Nkunku. That stuff is more accurate compared to both sources. Chances for Nkunku to leave if he asks to play more and explore options, as revealed in December, with top clubs attentive. But PSG are looking at different kinds of players. I've heard that PSG might be trying to do a whole youth project like we are. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but that might be what Fabrizio is hinting at. But Matt Law said that Nkunku is open to leaving Chelsea as soon as this month or in the summer. And this is where they're both kind of going against each other. Because Fabrizio is saying there's chances for him to leave if he says he wants to play more and explore options. Meanwhile, Matt Law is saying we've already got to that position and he wants to leave. He's open to leaving this month. So, who is telling the truth? I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. PSG ain't really, like, accelerated anything. There was talks in the November international break about Manchester United inquiring on Nkunku. Now, obviously, that ain't going to happen unless they sell some players first. So that's straight into the back burner. And that's it. Maldini is basically the same for everything except where Nkunku's head's at. Because Fabrizio is saying that if he asks to play more and explore options, they will do that. Matt Law is saying he's already done that. That's the only thing where they're not really, like, lining up together. Everything else kind of makes sense. You could put them both together. It makes a bit of sense. But I don't really know who else could potentially be an option for him. So I doubt he leaves this January anyway. Nkunku in the summer makes a lot of sense. For him, for us. Because I don't really know who else is going to come in for Nkunku at this point. There's not really been any clubs seriously linked with him. It's just been a PSG or Manchester United thing. In the summer, though, that could materialize. Maybe Manchester United get the sales they make by then, or you see what profits they've made over the window. But I also wouldn't want to sell him to an English rival. I really wouldn't. PSG is fine. It's like out of sight, out of mind. Best of luck to you over there. No beef, no nothing. Just off your pot. Off your pot. Matt Law also said one other thing in that too about Nkunku. He said Chelsea may consider offers for Nkunku as João Felix and Mark Hugh can cover his position. Which is interesting because he's now saying that Felix could be playing in that 9 role. So, why do we constantly persist with Nkunku in the 9? Why? Very confusing. Keep saying, like, João Felix suits that 9 role way more than Nkunku does. Just because, like, he's a get the ball and shoot sort of player. And I've also said that I genuinely think playing Felix in the 10 and Nkunku in the 9 is also part of the reason why we don't really see Nkunku as much. When your main creative outlet is a brother that is just looking to get the ball and shoot, yeah. Yeah, no wonder he don't really get the ball as much. Now, that ain't a complete excuse for why Nkunku's not really been in good form with us, but I do think that's something that doesn't help the case. I do think it's something that doesn't help the case. But regardless, I see Nkunku staying. You might as well stay in it. You're going to get a Conference League medal and you have a chance to be top goal scorer. It's just a little something for the CV. I know it is only the Conference League. It don't really matter too much, but take it. Fuck it. Who knows? You might actually get some minutes in the 10 or in the 9 with a Palmer behind you or something. Maybe that would be a better option. Maybe that would be a better option. But this is something that's just still festering. It's just still going on. And yeah, we will see what happens with Nkunku. But brother's just there. Icky. This is Gianluca Vialli, my friend. This is Gianluca Vialli. Chelsea great. Rest in peace as well to the king. It was the anniversary of his passing a few days ago. So that's the reason why he's up on there specifically. But I get it. You can't really see it too tough because of the creasing. Just open it up a bit. No. Here's what it is. Here's what it is. But rest in peace to Gianluca Vialli, man. Chelsea ledge. Absolute ledge. I remember back in the day, I used to watch 90s Chelsea season reviews on the VHS and all of that. And Gianluca Vialli was one of the first players that I really started to recognize. Him and Di Matteo, Gianfranco Zola, Dan Petrescu, all of that. Big up to the 90s Chelsea. Big up to the 90s Chelsea. And rest in peace to Gianluca Vialli. Cancer is a motherfucker. Cancer is a motherfucker. Fuck cancer every day ending in a damn Y. And God willing, in my lifetime, I will see a cure for that absolute disgusting entity. God willing, man. Because I feel like nearly everybody can name one person that they've lost to cancer or who has at least battled against it. If you know anyone that's battling against it, God willing, they beat the piss out of cancer every day. Every day, bruv. So yeah, rest in peace to Gianluca Vialli. Sorry, went on a tangent. That shit hits close to home, innit? But here we are. Here we are. Big up to Chelsea saying, what's the scene about João? Something about if he's staying. There's nothing about João Felix. Genuinely nothing. So I don't expect him to leave. He's probably annoyed with the lack of minutes that he's had. And yeah, you'll get some minutes on Saturday. Get some minutes on Saturday. A 3-year-old beat kidney cancer. Go on, man. Yo, shit like that is what I like to see. Shit like that's what I like to see. Big up, man. Big up, man. And God bless your kid, too. Always love to hear a story of someone beating cancer, man. Always love to hear it. Fuck. Sorry to hear, man, as well. Sorry to hear, man. Rest in peace. Seriously. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. Yeah, everyone, I don't know what to say W for name. Just say W in the chat. Just drop a W in the chat or a congrats. But yeah, big up to Known Unknown, man. I'm happy for your kid. I'm happy for you, man. Big up, my G. Big up, my G. Bennett, I don't know anything about that Juve scandal. I will say Juve and scandal. Shock and horror. Shock and fucking horror. Yeah, big up to the chat, man. Big up to the chat. Big up to all you, man. Andrew, God willing, it's something minor. God willing, brother. And shout out to the chat, bro. I hear it. 8 years old. Shit like that's just sad, man. You don't even get to start your life properly and you get this shit just dumped on you. That's just sad. That's just so sad, man. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, big up to all you, man. Big up to all you, man. Fuck cancer and all that shit. Andre, big up, man. Big up, bro, because I probably do need to switch the subject a bit. Any chance Mainoo to come to Chelsea? No. No. I did a video on this yesterday, And that video was just solely to debunk it. Because I don't believe in that shit for a minute. This is agent hype. Agent hype. Come on, man. I'm glad she's Chelsea as well. You raised her right. My G. My G. Big up to you, brother. And big up to your kid every single time. I'm so happy to hear that they beat cancer, man. So happy to hear. Where's Andre's comment again? I lost that one. There it is. So, yeah. Mainoo is just agent talk. That brother is on 20k a week. You don't like the wages that he's on, and he wants more money. Now, United are too busy in their cost cutter era, sacking people, no Christmas parties, trying to lower the wage structure that they have fucked over the last 10 years. And with all of that in mind, and also them working on finalizing Amad Diallo's contract, because that one's about to run up, they're not really focused on giving Mainoo an extra 80k right now. And he's probably going to get it. And the ball is in United's court, which is why they're also pushing it back. You got 2 years plus 1 on him. He ain't going anywhere. But because of that, the agents now trying to put some pressure on Manchester United, because you know what agents are like. Agents want to get their money. They want to get their bag. And they're thinking, why am I here representing Kobbie Mainoo and the brother is on 20k a week? Am I a dickhead? What is this? So, how do you wind up Manchester United fans more than anything else? You link their player to Chelsea. Because Chelsea is instant PTSD for any Manchester United fan. You're just going to think about Jamar for 25 million and you're going to think about Mason Mount for 55. And the first thing they're thinking is, these Chelsea motherfuckers are going to do us again. We're going to give another baller to fucking Chelsea. I am sick of dealing with Chelsea. I swear, if we sell Kobbie Mainoo to Chelsea, I'm going to be rioting with Saeed in the car park. You had better not let this shit happen. And in reality, it's not happening. It's not happening. They're just being taken on a ride. That's just it. That's just it. All this is the agent wants money. Now, even with the Ornstein bombers saying that Mainoo and Garnacho could be sold, it's nothing that we don't already know. We know about pure profit. We know about academy graduates and them being pure profit. So that's the case. Garnacho and Mainoo could be options to sell if they really have to get to that point. Chelsea have some interest. There's been minor talks between the agents and the Chelsea's representatives and the agents of Kobbie Mainoo. And that is it. It ain't going to happen. It definitely ain't going to happen this window. It probably won't happen at all. They will likely re-sign Mainoo. It's a matter of when and not if. So, no need to stress about Kobbie Mainoo going... Well, not stress. He would be a good addition. Let's not get it twisted. He'd be a really good asset to have. But you don't really need him. And they're not going to sell him to us. Not without some crazy amounts that we don't need to spend, because midfield isn't the option that we need to pay to strengthen. We have our own options right here. We have Santos. We have Ugo Chukwu. We have even our own academy options. We have options there. We don't need Mainoo. So, yeah. That ain't happening. Yeah, Arthur, you won't hear anything about Mudryk either, by the way. Remember, they took the first sample and it took about 6 weeks to hear something back. That was taken in the October international break and they came back with the results in December. Now, they've gone and they've taken the other results. I wouldn't expect to hear anything until the end of this month or the start of the next. So in terms of Mudryk, like, genuinely, just forget about him. Just forget about him. You don't need to... There's no point. You're not going to hear anything until you hear something. And that ain't going to be for a while. So, yeah, Mudryk, you go do your thing. Go do your thing. Just, yeah, live life. Because... it's going to get peaked for you real soon if this B sample comes back positive, and I would be very surprised if it came back negative. It is the same damn sample. Someone said sample was dropping the week after the rumors dropped. Nah, but that's bullshit though. Although, I'll say maybe give it a few weeks. Because remember, we found out about the Mudryk situation in mid-December, but he was out of the squad from the start of December. So let's assume that they've sent the B sample out from the start of December. You'll probably hear something within the next few weeks. Maybe by the end of the month, we will find out the conclusion of this Mudryk situation. But it don't look good. Based off the wording that Mudryk had in his statement, based off Chelsea's statement, and based off the fact that, like, why is the B sample going to fail when the A sample didn't? They're the same sample. They're just separated, but they're the same thing. So, sample A took 2 months. October international break. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, it could be more of a February thing. You are correct. You are correct. Regardless, we will find out when we find out. Until then, hey, whatever, innit? Whatever, innit? Thank you for the goal against Forest and Fulham and Newcastle. And yeah. Conference League Misha. Group stage Misha. We will never forget. We will never forget. What else do we have? So Matt Law also said Disasi and Chukwuemeka are also players that we're looking to sell, as well as Dewsbury Hall and Nkunku. Disasi, you'll do well at a very defensively minded club. It won't be us. So, peace. And for Chuck, it's a shame. Injuries fucked you. Injuries royally fucked you in a period where you could have got a lot of minutes. It's a real shame. It's a real shame. Oh yeah, shit, Chilwell exists as well. Yeah, where's Chilwell's name on this? Matt Law. Did he not say anything about Chilwell? Oh, Chilwell could be getting loaned out for regular football. He said Chilwell could be a loan option. Maybe we think we could get a bit more for Chilwell, so we're just sending him out for 6 months. Who the hell's going to want Chilwell on loan? Might have to be one of the promoted clubs. Hey, Georgie! You want Chilwell back? Would you like Chilwell back? Captain, UCL winner, all of that. Academy grad, proper Leicester and all that. Do you want him back? Do you want him back? No, Chilwell ain't injured. It's just from what Matt Law's saying, we're trying to loan him. So, hey. No. Keep Fofana, man. Keep Fofana. Just get a centre back to play over him. Still not too keen on Mark Guehi being that option, but if the scouts want to say that it's him, let's see if he works. Let's see if he works. Need Spurs to slap up Liverpool. First off, like, brother, what do you about?
Brother, what's that?
Although, to be fair, that would give Newcastle a better opportunity to win that trophy. And I want to see Newcastle win it. Solely because I have a feeling in the back of my head that if they were to win that trophy, they fall off a little bit. They win their first trophy in 70 years. They take their foot off the gas pedal a little bit. Start to just slowly drop their form. It has happened to teams before. It has happened to teams before. But what was Hassam's behavior on the terrace? I didn't see that. I only saw like Igal just trying to beef Omar, just unwarranted. You're a Barca fan. You ain't been through our struggles. You can't talk to me. You'd rather talk to a Barca fan because they have standards in it. They'll show you where you should be as a football club. Like, I will happily listen to a Madrid fan or a Barca fan talk to me about my club. They've seen it all. They've seen it all numerous times. We're trying to be at the spot of those sorts of clubs. He guaranteed they was interesting. But also, like, I don't blame him. They're Liverpool. They're arguably the best team in Europe right now. Like, I don't blame him. It's just, you have all this chess, but then man want to do underdog gimmick when it comes to the Premier League. Have some shame. Have some shame. This is my problem on A-listers. You got Igal, who's trying to find every single reason imaginable to try and defend Arteta, from the referee to the footballs to, I don't know, the way the wind was blowing and everything. Meanwhile, Hassam, he could be fucking 19 points clear of the league, talking about how there's still a lot to play for. Have some shame, the pair of you. Have some damn shame. What is this? A-listers is just the pair of them trying to duck as much responsibility as possible. It's actually hilarious to see from a neutral perspective. Because man's just sitting there trying to get to 70 points. Yeah, bro, that pair of them just ducking responsibility. What is this? So I like that, though. Still. Arthur, you know what was funny about that? I actually brought some decent points. Pickford against Gusto, that dumb penalty that we got against Ipswich, and that Neto penalty call against Palace. It's just, I've also said for every single one of those games, should be winning in spite of the ref. Like, I remember we beat Fulham 1-0 last season. I was saying we're not good. This wasn't good. We won 1-0 with a penalty. What is this garbage? So why is his brother spamming? What's going on with Bynoe-Gittens? We have interest in him. That's just it. This is a monitoring thing. Several scouts from Chelsea and Liverpool have been watching Jamie Bynoe-Gittens. Monitoring, analyzing, watching, looking, all of that shit. I'm Maldini, he might be. I haven't looked into him once. I won't even front. So I don't really have anything to say about that. And it's solely because as soon as I saw it was just a watching thing, I shut off. Because I don't care, man. We've got like how many players on our big ass fucking list of targets? Fucking Mainoo's in there. Fucking everybody's in there. Who cares? Like, when I hear that we're actually trying to push for this player, I'll start looking into him a bit. I'll start taking it a bit more seriously. For now, so who cares? Not that deep. You're taking a piss. Man. What else? What else do we have? So Santos earmarked for a squad place next season. We kind of know that. Has high-profile suitors across Europe. You motherfuckers can keep watching. Keep fucking watching. In terms of Mark Guehi news, Matt Law has said we have made checks on Crystal Palace's valuation for Mark Guehi. Palace have no intention to lose Guehi in the January transfer window. Let's see how Chelsea act because they have other options at centre-back, or they could recall Chalobah. It does seem like we're trying to use Chalobah as a little bit of make weight. And like our final option, if we can't find anything, is probably going to be to recall Chalobah. But I think Crystal Palace are going to try bend us over for Mark Guehi. Pause. So maybe we end up having to hear about a 60, 70 million pound valuation on him too. And I don't know if he's worth that. I really don't know if he's worth that. He's decent. He's a great reader of the game. He's got a great pass on him. I don't think he helps us aerially. And I think like that's also a bit of a worry for us too. Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, we do have the the sell-on clause too. That might help us. maybe like this is again where Chalobah could be getting used as the make weight too. You get 20% off. You throw Chalobah into it as well. You might actually get him at a decent amount. You might get him at a decent amount. But then our centre-back options are basically locked in. It's Guehi and Fofana on the left. And it's Colwill and Badiashile. Guehi and Fofana on the right. Badiashile, Colwill on the left. That's it. That's what our options would be. And like, look, I guess he is experienced in everything. He has done it in the league for a good couple years. He has also been rated in the league for a few years too. It's just the aerial stuff that I'm not really too keen on. Because like, we're already a little bit like cautious about our aerial threat or how susceptible we are to aerial players in general. So I don't know if Guehi's like ticking all of the boxes for me personally. And you can't tell me after spending the money for Guehi that you got to go in for another centre-back, because after that, it's ridiculous. After that, it's ridiculous. Yo, JM, I've heard we're linked with Zabani as well. It's just that would have to be a summer move too. That would definitely have to be a summer move. So, yeah. I don't know if we get him. He does seem to be our main centre-back target. But yeah, I don't know if we end up getting him or not. I really don't. I really don't. Just on the Casadei news as well, because a lot of Serie A clubs are looking at him too. We need an Alisson Van Dijk window because we're close to challenging. I would have said Mignon if you weren't so injury prone. But I can't be asked with any more injury prone players. I really can't be bothered with it. We see how much losing Fofana, Lavia, and Reece James impacts us. I don't want to add another one. Van Dijk could, like, Zabani's in a similar mold to him. I just don't know if he's playing at that level yet. But even then, playing at Bournemouth kind of lowers that as well. People didn't think Van Dijk was that level of a centre-back until he went to Liverpool and started balling at that level. That's why I always try not to write off new signings immediately. Even if I'm not keen on them, I try and say, like, look, he might do something decent. He might do something decent. Here we are, innit? But, yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong, though. Like, you get a quality goalkeeper and a quality centre-back, we should be in a challenging position by then. Those are our two biggest question marks. Those are our two biggest question marks. The only thing I'd add on top of that is a different profile striker to Jackson. And that's it. Dortmund have an interest in signing Chukwuemeka on a loan deal with an option to buy. It's not even a bad option for us. More game time. Somewhere to go build your confidence back up. Could be decent. Could be a decent option for us. Maybe we need something a bit more permanent. Because it does seem like everything that we're reading is saying that we need to sell before we can try and go and get in another option. That came from, I think, Matt Law earlier. Where was it? Chelsea look to player sales to fund the defender move. So, yeah, I don't think we're necessarily looking for a loan option. I don't think we're looking for a loan option. So, yeah, Jesse, we're learning. We're learning. I said when we lost Fofana, like, this could really hurt us. I didn't think it was going to be that bad, but here we are. Shout out to Fofana for still having this level of impact with all of his injuries. And let's just hope you come back and you still got that recovery pace about you. Because we need that. We fucking need that. But yeah, on to Casadei again quickly. So, Napoli and Torino are both in a race for Casadei. Ben Jacobs reported that we rejected a £10 million bid from him. And the reports that we heard from a few days ago was that this deal should be sorted by the weekend. But now, Napoli are trying to get involved. And fuck Napoli. Unless they can offer above what Torino's offering, get in the bin. This is our turn to be fucking infuriating to negotiate with. After years of having to deal with these motherfuckers. This is our turn. Our turn. So, whatever Torino's offering, demand another 5 mil. Demand another 5 mil. Because even adding a sell-on clause for Casadei if he went to Napoli might be a bit of a nightmare because of how hard these guys are to negotiate with for their own players. I'd rather just send him to Torino, personally. Rather just send him over there. But here we are. Here we are. Casadei's going to end up leaving anyway. We need to sell to buy. We've already heard that. Casadei needs more minutes. He's not a bad player. He just don't play regularly, and he don't seem to be trusted by the manager either. Off you go. Off you go. But again, if we are to lose Chukwuemeka, Dewsbury Hall, and what's his name? Casadei, you have to be bringing back one of those midfielders, if not both. The fact we haven't done it already is a little bit worrying, but maybe we're trying to get rid of these midfielders before we bring in the likes of Santos, before we bring in the likes of Ugo Chukwu. So, get over and done with. But in terms of midfielders, we shouldn't be buying another midfielder. We should really just be bringing back the ones that we already have. Because there are options there. Just utilize it. Just utilize said options. Ugh. Marmouche. What's going on with Marmouche? We aren't trying to hijack that one now, are we? Is there anything going on with Marmouche? Oh, formal approach from Man City. Mad, mad, mad. Oh, they're trying to go for Kuzanov as well. That was one of the centre-backs we were linked with. Interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I brought this one up earlier. Strasbourg, an option for Chukwuemeka, would involve us bringing one of the three back. 2 birds, 1 stone for me personally, but again, we don't really want to loan him. I think that would be another worst case scenario for us. Loan him to Strasbourg, bring Santos back. But I think our idea is to more sell Chukwuemeka and then bring Santos back. So, yeah. Yeah. We'll wait and see on that one. Jack, there's no AFCON this month. There's no AFCON this month. AFCON isn't every year, guys. I think the next one's in 2025. Well, 2025, 2026. 2025. Oh, it actually is 2025. It is late 2025. The Christmas period. Oh, brother. So he's going to be gone for the Christmas period. Yeah, striker gotta be soon. Striker gotta be soon then. Shit. So that's going to have to be a move for the summer. It's going to have to be a move for the summer. ASAP. We're not getting rid of Mudryk this month, my guy. Who is going to buy a man with doping charges? Ask yourself that question, my friend. Who's buying a player with doping charges? And if they whoever does that, why have they not sacked like their entire boardroom? Because for how? That don't make any sense. Fair enough. I can't even argue that one. Fairs. Everyone was just saying Arsenal. Yeah, you know what? Cool Arsenal. See how everyone just said Arsenal would do that. I can't be bothered. But I rate it. We will send him to rehab. All of that crap. Did I miss any other news? Wolves and Bournemouth interested in Renato Vega. Stay looking. I really like Vega's profile. I just need to see him just develop his level a little bit. But to have someone who can play in all 3 of those roles is very important for us. As long as he can just keep developing and keep getting better. I wouldn't get rid of him at all. I wouldn't get rid of him at all. Shout out to Alios for joining the membership. Big up to you, my guy. Big up to Chelsea as well for joining the membership. Shout out to the pair of you guys. And yeah, big up to every single one of you that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that crap. And we will see what the rest of the panel's saying. Up the Chelsea. Up the damn Chelsea. The good thing is this laptop seems to be fully healed. It's the beauty of buying another fan for it. That's why the angle's a little bit more different now. I don't know if you guys could tell. Simon Phillips. Fuck, what is Simon Phillips say? I'll have to check in a second. Or someone put it in the chat. Someone put whatever Simon Phillips has said in the chat. It saves me looking for it. Because I've got about another minute while I drop this link. Also, again, apologies for the lateness. Like, my sleeping pattern has got damn near ridiculous since New Year's. I woke up at like, what, 2, 3 p.m. today? It's fucked up. I need to repattern that sleeping pattern. ASAP. Sean, you nearly tricked me with that one. You nearly tricked me with that one. No, John, this laptop's actually fine. It's just kept fucking up a few days ago. It was the day where I was trying to do a Liverpool United watch along. For the most part, it's okay. It's not nearly as slow as the last one. Maybe it's a problem with the fan here. Maybe that's what the issue is. I don't know, but it's fine now. Up the Chelsea. Up the damn Chelsea. Nearly done. Nearly done. Calm. Calm. Yeah, we're all good. We are all good. Yes, my guys. Big up. Big up, Scott. Big up. Everything's good.
Big up. Yeah, can't complain.
Oh, the Dewsbury Hall era.
What a waste of time.
Yeah, I can't lie. I was one of them
Awful
people who thought he
waste
made
of
that on
time.
purpose. But I don't know what to say about him, to be honest.
Might be the single most pointless transfer this club has ever done.
Yeah.
From a money perspective, I hear it.
He
Yeah,
cost
from
more than
everything.
Ramen, so
From an everything perspective, he basically never contributed outside of one game against Genk in terms of like actual real contribution. Was like 4th choice midfielder in the league. Wasn't even trusted when he did play in the league.
Yeah.
Did he give
just
us anything
lost.
against Barrow? I'm really trying to find something.
Who gives a shit? It's Barrow, man.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, man. What a waste of time for everybody involved.
It didn't matter which team he
No,
played
he didn't
against.
even get
Lost.
GNA against
Bro,
Barrow.
we legit wasted 24 million. All for fucking PSR nonsense.
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm just hoping these guys learn from this.
They
Don't
won't.
need to just
I don't
buy
think they will.
randomly. At the very least, there's academy players you can use as that depth. At the least.
Danish men can't be wrong.
Oh, brother. Yeah, Maldini never forgets anything. I swear down. He's like an owl. He don't forget a damn thing.
I definitely got my memory of an elephant for sure.
Oh yeah, Shamrock. There we go.
Great.
We can now talk about
didn't
conference.
Didn't he get like the 5th goal or something, or 4th goal, whatever it was? Like,
Yeah.
I think it was the
something like that.
3rd. Was it the 3rd?
Oh,
Something
brother.
like that. I don't know, man. I don't know, but
like I said, colossal waste of time. That whole transfer thing, by the way, the whole transfer of like both transfers that happened there, like the whole Dewsbury Hall for us and Golding for Leicester, but he ain't played.
Yeah.
He doesn't even make their bench. They spent 6 million.
Wait, he don't even get on the bench.
No, bro, he doesn't play.
What?
What a colossal waste of time for everyone involved.
What? He don't even get minutes for them.
No,
brother.
what? Why the fuck would he?
I don't know. I thought there'd be something with him going there. Like you'd be
Lewis,
utilized
bro,
as a bench
he
option,
played,
some
but
minutes.
he's played
There's
4
less
matches in the
quality
Premier
there,
League
innit?
too.
All due respect to Leicester. Sorry, Scott.
He's played four Premier League 2 games.
Oh, he's been doing Premier League 2 minutes. He's on the Kellyman vibe. Fuck.
Yeah, at least he scored and
Kellyman ain't
assisted. I
even
don't know if
touched the
that's because of injury. All I've just seen is I've typed him into Google and it's just come up that he's played those games. But like, bro, this is jokes, man. Like, hey, fuck PSR.
Right,
Like on a real, fuck PSR. I'm so glad it's gone.
Yeah, it's good. It's gone now. Thank the because we can't be doing this shit every fucking summer. Just some random.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this year's the last year of it, and then it's gone.
Yeah, get that shit in the fucking bin, man.
Hmm.
The thing's pointless. I don't see how it helps for anything except just like pushing out academy grads, which I don't mind and everything if they're not good enough. But what's the point if it's like just you're wheeling Dewsbury Hall, he barely plays, and now we're just trying to recoup as much as we can for him. Maybe see if Brighton want to go and like take him on that medical again. Maybe that will work.
Brighton don't. Well, the Brighton need him. I don't know what's happening with
West Ham?
O'Reilly,
West Ham,
but
perhaps?
West Ham potentially.
Yeah, West
Yeah.
Graham Potter has our number and all of that. You can just send him over there. Maybe Chuck too. And Ben Roberts. Take Ben Roberts back
Oh,
with you
please.
where he came.
Please.
Your fucking with your fucking backroom staff. And you can take number 1 with him too. Assad, Gallagher
No.
just had to resign. He just had to
We should not have
resign.
kept Gallagher under any
Yeah,
circumstances.
I agree as well. But like, man, they're talking about we should have kept Gallagher. Well, you should have signed the deal. So you signed a contract. We don't have these conversations.
That man forgot the FA Cup performance.
Oh, might get a cup game for you or us. I'm talking Golding and Dewsbury Hall. I'm just saying, like, you might as well just throw him back to Leicester. But apparently, Leicester have their own financial problems themselves.
On the whole PSR thing as well, by the way, like even the other one I'm thinking of, the Villa one, that was a waste of time as well because Matson's their backup left back. He's at least got games, but is their backup left back, and we signed Kellyman for 19 million.
Kellyman, like, there's times where I genuinely forget he's even a thing until I.
Oh, in fact, the only reason I remembered him outside of like Danish mentioning him is because when I think it was against Shamrock, they panned to like the bench and the reserves, and he was just chilling there in a hat and like a jacket, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we signed Kellyman."
Wait, he was on the bench for that?
No, he was like in the reserves. You know how the reserves or like the guys that aren't picked, they'll sit like behind the bench. Against Shamrock, he was one of. I think he was sat with like Reese and that just behind the bench against Shamrock, and I was like, "Oh yeah, he exists.
He's alive." Yeah, good for fucking hell, mate. We are ridiculous. Yeah. But we could still maybe develop and flip him. We could. I'm not going to put money on it, but
maybe
kind of have to. So, 19 million we'd have to try and make back up. If you can't at least be a 20-25
I'll be so honest,
player,
even if we make the 19 million, that's not a success. You just got your money back.
No.
Like that's just not a loss.
25 million minimum.
Yeah,
because like me and the 25 million thing, that's a fucking waste.
Yeah, because me and Return of the Rudiger having a conversation in the chat about this earlier. We've only managed to like, in terms of guys we've actually bought and flipped, so not academy players. We've only done that with 3 players, and we made 6 mil off Angelo. We made 1 mil or 1.7 off Moreira, and we made 20 off Hutchinson. So like Hutchinson was absolute home run
to ourselves.
Basically, yes, yeah, but like it was still technically a profit. Like,
oh, brother! All develop and flip, and they ain't even flipping.
No, because they're trying to flip. Like they've tried to flip a few players, but no one's buying. Like Fofana, obviously Casadei now. Carney, I don't really count because we bought him before they were doing the whole. Actually, they were kind of doing that at Hutchinson as well, so maybe I should count Carney. Can't sell
What
Carney
about Washington?
Oh, brother, he's another one I forgot played for us. Someone mentioned the other day. I went, oh yeah,
He
shit.
did.
Him.
Man, like our president. Yeah, he's alive. He's alive. Is he at Strasbourg too? What's he doing?
No, he's in the Premier League too.
Doing
We can only
like-
send 3 guys on loan to
Yeah,
Strasbourg.
that's it.
Oh. Okay,
And one
so
of
he's
them's
part of
injured.
the PL2 squad. Is he doing?
Yeah, I
pretty
don't know how
well
often he
over there?
plays,
What's the stats
but-
saying? 5 starts, 4 goals, 5 appearances, 4 goals, 1 assist. No, not too bad.
Good return
too
on what's
bad.
played, but that's not great in terms of how many games he's played. I think
Yeah.
I don't actually know how much the Premier League 2 plays, or should have played for this point.
Let me see. Is it an injury thing? Has he had an injury? No. No injuries
That's
from what I
promising.
can tell. Yeah, he just weren't in the squad for the first 4 games.
Interesting.
Started nearly everyone since then and was on the bench
good.
for Arsenal, and Leicester came off the bench. No, 2 bench appearances against Fulham's under 21s as well. Fine, whatever. We can't like speculate too much on that one,
No.
just because like he could develop in a year or 2. But whole develop and flip thing, I hear it. We're not really flipping, or we're not really flipping for a mad profit, except on 3 players. One was before we started all of this. One's to ourselves, and one was just Angelo Gabriel, which was 6 mil. Bit mid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, if we look at the rest of the outgoings list, so it's Dewsbury, Hall, Chukwuemeka, Disasi, and Nkunku, with Ben Chilwell as a potential loan option.
I said
in this
loan.
window. I don't think
If
anyone
that-
wants to buy him. It's the wages in it.
chance.
Man's on 190k a week. No one's giving him that.
Nope.
So we might just have to run that down. How long has Chilwell got left?
He signed a new contract, didn't he?
2027. We got another
2 years.
year and a half.
2 years.
Oh,
Oh my days,
Yeah.
bro.
That is, yeah. So 2 years of potential loans for him. That's going to be our modern day drink water, man. Modern day drink water. I can't be arsed. Run
we're
that
gonna
for a year and just cancel like the rest of his contract.
need Potter to save us.
I don't even think Graham Potter's going to go near him. And again, it's the
Probably not.
wages. Man, no one's buying him on them wages. This brother is washed. He is beyond washed. He's like one of them whales that have washed up on the shore and died. It's just there. Like this brother, I accept we're not getting him. And we're not getting rid of him. It's the others that we gotta try and do something with.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
Disasi, try and find some defensive club for him. Big up Alex.
League of Bugs.
Chukwuemeka, Dewsbury Hall, we should be fine to get rid of. And Nkunku, I just don't know what the situation is with him. Because
I think he wants
apparently
out.
he's already said he wants to leave, but
Hmm.
that's according to Matt Law. Fabrizio's saying he hasn't said that yet. So what's gonna give? Something's gotta give.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does he leave
This
now?
is
Does
why
he
I don't
leave in the
like.
summer?
This is why I don't like transfer windows at all,
Okay.
because it's like talking to Kim Kardashians of the world, wasting oxygen.
The whole negotiation shit, I get, is
Mm.
dead.
Yeah.
It's
But-
so jarring. I don't expect us
Well,
to get rid of all of them either
I'm
anyway.
upset.
I expect the Sassy will still be here, and the same thing with Nkunku.
I'm upset Casadei is leaving. I'm really upset, and it's actually more frustration with starting with Maresca. I'm not saying Maresca out or anything, but
Yeah.
Of course.
frustration is because we obviously last couple of games. Hold on a second.
Yeah, no worries. But I understand the frustration. This is another player that we expected was going to develop to a decent amount for us, and that hasn't happened.
Well, it's not even developing. It's no chance of developing.
No.
Yeah,
What I'm
pretty
saying is, like, why wouldn't he give him a few minutes on the pitch when we literally struggle in the last game in the midfield, right?
Yeah.
much. Different
But this,
Here,
profile.
Alex, this is. Oh, I take it we're talking about Casadei.
Even
Casadei, yeah.
even Strawberry Hall. Sorry, Scott. Even Strawberry Hall. Like, if something does not go well, he's your player. That whatever the Strawberry Hall is, like, he's your player. It's just frustrating. That's all it is.
It is.
Yeah,
my
like,
thing with
bro,
Casadei
it's
has
your
been,
own
like,
player doing this as well.
Yeah, just on a Casadei thing. I had this talk with like debate with Jimmy the other day. Like the way we've gone about his development has been shit. Because I'm not saying he was going to make it here, but this idea of like developing and flipping players, you have to develop them to be able to flip them for a good profit. Like you have to, the development has to happen. Otherwise,
See-
you're just going to sell the same player you bought, just
See,
older.
That's the reason why I'm not upset with the new ownership, with the model of the way they doing it, like with the young players. For example, when we bought what's his name, that fraud of what's his name, fat fuck with triangle head, what's his name,
What, Lukaku?
Lukaku.
Hmm.
There's no future of reselling him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There is no future of reselling him. So for me, it doesn't matter with the young players, because the young players will always be able to be sold no matter what. Because there's people think that if he did not make a Chelsea, that means he's done. No, Casadei is still different player. What's his name? Strawberry Hall is still young player enough for other teams to use him and successful. Just because he didn't been successful at Chelsea, that means that, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I'm not upset. Like Casadei's value did not drop. I mean, it could be dropped, but potential is still there. He's a young player, Italian player, still highly, highly regarded in Italy. I just like that. It's not gonna happen. But with Disasi and Badiashile, that's slightly different conversation. But 26.
Yeah.
What about
mashallah, yeah.
Isho? It's
Well,
Disasi, yeah.
very short.
Well, Disasi, one of the
That's I think we
idiot
bought him for
brothers.
40 million too.
Yeah, it was 40
And
million,
that's
40 million
that's my
euros.
point. That's my point. You see what I'm saying? So for me,
Yeah, I get what you
38.5
mean, yeah.
pounds.
By the way, Casadei for 15 million is not 100% profit. It's like 2 million profit. And that's only on his
Yeah.
books, by the way. In terms of
we
what we
got him
actually
for
spend,
50 or 15.
yeah, in terms of what we
tried to
spend, it's
sell him.
completely break even. It's break even on what we spend, but on book value, it's like 2 million profit.
I think we can still get him 25 million euros, 30 million euros. I think it will be profit.
Not from
Apparently not.
Syria,
Close-
man.
close to
my
it,
guy.
maybe.
Considering, I'll be real, considering
Serie
the
A,
opening
25
offer-
mil full price? Nah,
considering what the opening offer from Torino is, I think you'll struggle to get 25
Yeah, but you
million
see,
euros.
the Torino is not the only offer. Now,
No,
all
Yeah,
it's
the
the other
Napoli
is
others,
as well.
Napoli.
Yeah, the
like,
Cubs,
yeah,
yeah.
Exactly.
De Laurentiis. Sure.
and no. I'm saying, like, what I'm saying is, I'm not trying to be, but what's his name? The Italians like Italians. They will spend on
course.
Italians.
Yeah.
That's
No, I
one of
agree, but,
his.
like, that is-
That's one of those. That's one of those players that still highly, highly regarded in Italy as a youngster. And he succeeded at the loans that Chelsea put him in. I think it's, I think like maybe not like the double that, but we still can make profit of Casadei.
Oh no,
We can make
we'll
profit.
That'll be it, I believe that,
Probably
yeah.
won't
we'll make
a
some
good
profit,
amount.
but like it was the
It's
same
not much.
conversation I had with Jimmy. I'm not like it's the amount of profit, and this is where I come back to, and I think this is the case with some of the guys we sign. It's like, with all these guys we sign, we'll probably make some profit, right? Like we'll make 1 or 2 mil, like we did with Moreira. We got him for free, and I know we sold him to Strasbourg, but we made a mil off of him. It's like cool, you made a mil profit. That's the like for me, like for Chelsea, that like a million profit on a player would be great if it was like a Southampton or something. Like for Chelsea Football Club, a million's fuck all in the grand scheme of things. Like, so like if you're gonna make 1 million or 2 million profit, that's cool and all. I'd rather you just not bother. I'd rather you just spend that
Yeah, 'cause
money.
that's not the amount that we.
But it's like
we were
it's like the comment
expecting when we
Danish had
talked about
earlier. I know it doesn't like work like this fully, but if you're spending all this money on players, like cool, you take the 15 million on Casadei, you take the 19 million you spent on Kellyman, you take the 30 million you spent on KDH. That's what 64 million. Cool, you can go and buy a top quality player for 64 million, and you have not wasted money on 3 players that aren't doing.
Well, those high quality players are not turns out to be the high quality players every time either. They just as
Alex,
high risk.
Okay, Alex, let me ask you a
just as
question.
high risk as the 15 million.
Okay, Alex, let me ask you a question. What's more likely to pay off for Chelsea right now is going and signing someone of 64 million who has a track record of being up there and performing, or signing Kellyman and signing Casadei and signing KDH?
It depends what are you trying to achieve. If you try to achieve to make a profit in the long run, yeah, you're going for the youngsters all the time. That just like Roman did. You buy the biggest
Yeah, but
youth
Roman did
academy
both.
players.
Yeah,
But
but
you're
Roman
talking
did
about
both.
25, 26. That's a
Yeah,
different
that's the point.
conversation.
Roman, you're right. Roman did do that, but Roman also then supplemented it by going and buying the best of the best,
Yes. But
which we're not
those
doing.
things.
That's the issue. Like,
Okay.
I've got no issue with what we're doing
No.
overall.
I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you to some degree. My question to you is: there's been more than enough samples than even those 60 million players did not pay out. And then you are in a bigger hole that you try to recover from by selling youngsters to dig yourself out of that hole that you put yourself under 60 mil. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you're trying to sell the youngsters to fix the problem that you created when you bought a 60 million pound player. Because not every 60 million player is good. I can give you with every player that succeeded for 60, I can give you another 10 over it that didn't, and they bought it for 60. You see
What's
what
up,
I'm saying?
guys? What's up, Lewis?
Big up, Javon.
Big up, Javon.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, it's a market, Scott. I don't think we can. It's a lottery sometimes.
No, it is a lottery, 100%. All transfers have risks in them. I'm not saying that. It's just more of a case of like, look at the goalkeeper situation. Like we could have gone and spent big on a goalkeeper that would have been here in number one for a few years, and instead we got Sanchez and Jorgensen. And I like Jorgensen, but none of us really know if he's actually good enough to be number one for us.
Okay,
And
Scott,
Sanchez
I'll
is
give you an
shit.
example. Would you buy what's his name, Man United goalkeeper? Now,
No, I wouldn't.
you see what I'm saying? Let me remind you, how much was the hype around that goalkeeper before he went to United?
Yeah, that was one game.
You see
That
what I'm
was in the
saying? So
Champions
what
League
I'm saying,
final.
like, what I'm saying is, it's like I understand your point of view. Just go and buy, but that does not always pins in. All of a sudden, even that AC Milan's goalkeeper, everybody was like, you know what, brother, keep him at
Lingard,
distance.
yeah.
Okay, Alex.
You see what I'm saying?
Alex,
So it's
I understand. Cool. Let's take goalkeeper out of the argument and striker.
I don't think it matters what position you're talking about. I get the fundamentals of what
I
Alex.
don't think exactly about the position either. It's the same situation.
Yeah,
It is.
it's a gamble.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, it's a gamble, but like I said, it's more of a gamble to go and buy these guys. Like, look at what we're doing. We're having to sell, or we're selling KDH after 6 months because he basically never played and wasn't rated by the guy who was his manager last year. Like, we'll probably break even because he's a English player. He has played in the Prem, even though it wasn't that long. He was Leicester's best player last year. Like, Kellyman, fuck knows what's going to happen to him, but that was 19 million so far. That I'll be real, the fact we paid 19 is disgrace. And then Casadei, who we're basically breaking even on.
Let me try to explain it one more time, like why I'm thinking the way why I think it. For example, I don't think it's the lottery is the thing plays into it. Look at this as like a reward situation. For example, let's say that we bought a player for 60 mil, right? We go in PSR and the risk by getting that 60 mil, right? So if he's not paying out, the reward from that risk that we took is tremendous on the next available signings. You see what I'm saying? So if we got that player for 60 mil, let's say that he's highly whatever. If we bought that player and he did not work out, that affects us in the next transfer window, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, if you go on those strawberry holes, on those little bitty players, there is risk, but that risk does not affect you of flipping them on the next transfer window. So the effect of the 60 million is more effective on the risk that's based on that. If it doesn't pay out, you pay consequences in the windows after you bought that player that did not succeed. And I think that's the high risk, high rewards that people don't understand by running a club. For example, you can do with Casadei. Again, Casadei, highly whatever. You did make a profit. You lost $1 million, but it did not affect you. That's why you can sell them quick as the Strawberry Hall, 6 months, it didn't work. Flip him over. It does not affect you next transfer window. If you bought a player like Enzo and he did not work,
I see what
You're
you said. I
fucked.
see what they said.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like the caliber pair.
the
Because
caliber
if-
of player you will be faced in the next transfer window if that kind of player does not
Yeah.
fade out at your
You
club.
have to replace
yeah,
it.
yeah. It's the
Yeah.
caliber player
You see
versus
what I'm saying?
the
Or
dollar
low
amount.
risk based on the amount. I hear you.
Exactly. You play.
Yeah.
It's like a crypto.
Yeah. Because if you're gonna spend $60 million on a player, that means these players should be playing an
Should
important
be.
role in their squad.
Should be.
And if it doesn't work out, then yeah,
It will
you're gonna have
affect
to
your
replace
next
that
transfer
position.
window.
Yep.
And
yep.
how many players on the team that you think that we need more than 60 million?
Yep.
Like how
He's
many?
right.
Like
He's
striker.
right.
Let's say striker.
Hey,
Right now you have to
goalkeeper.
chunk out exactly. No, I'm saying like how much you have to spend on the people quality, people that say in a
Ah.
quality.
No, but we already have an example in Lukaku. Lukaku cost us almost 100 million, and the exact same thing you're saying happened.
But
It
that's
didn't
what I'm
work out.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like
Mm.
there's the literally. I understand that what Scott said. I'm not saying it's not not a great point. It is legitimate point. You just place the risk. Your risk is become bigger than rewards if doesn't work out.
Of course.
So it just affects the other transfer windows. And I think more and more and more people will actually. That's why the way Man United is going now. Man United. I know they tried to sell those youngsters. You know why? Because that's the only profit they can make.
Most
They
valuable.
cannot make profit out of the other players that we buy because it's the risk versus reward. They have to.
And with the way of PSR is,
So-
you have to take the risk.
I hear that. That's at least a bit of a better positive look on it. The very least, you can cut that off early. If we can get that money back that we got for Dewsbury Hall or something close to it, it shouldn't look like too much of an issue for us on the books.
Yeah. It's not gonna look that bad. If it was a situation like Enzo now, with Enzo, where it cost us 100+ mil, then there will be big problems.
Ultimately, it's still a bad move. Don't get it twisted, but we can still like turn it to a situation where it's like, okay, it failed. We managed to get a decent amount back. Just keep it moving and just let's not do the stupidness
That's
again.
the only benefit to it is like you didn't lose money.
Yeah,
Potentially.
to break even at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah, worst case scenario.
But it's like if that's the only benefit, then like, bro, like I'll be so honest. I understand football is a business, but like we're not fucking accountants. I don't give a shit. At the end of the day, I want to win trophies and want my club to do well. And like, if I'm not getting gassed over the fact we broke even on a player that shouldn't have even been here in the first place.
Oh yeah, regardless, there ain't a positive way to look at it.
It's still an F, bro.
Bit of a better consolation of that.
Another
As a
thing.
consolation goal, 4-1 loss.
Another thing is people don't realize with Chelsea situation it's slightly different because we had to replace completely the squad and the youth.
Yep.
If you think about it, our youth was struggling at the time, and everybody wanted the brand new team. You remember that? So if you would think the way like 60 mil, like World Club, like remember, like if every fan was, if that bowler heard every Chelsea fan on the Twitter which players we should buy,
God, we're in trouble.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that
It's all
will
about
be
stockpiling.
you know what I'm saying? So the reason why they did with all those youngsters, with all that, it's because it's the risk of affecting the next transfer window. It wouldn't be the same. We could have gone for Leao for 150. We could.
We could have. Yeah.
But if he did not play it out,
The risk would
He
have been
probably
too big.
wouldn't have been worse than Mudryk. I will say that.
I
mean,
no,
yeah,
there's-
I agree with you. But I'm saying, like, you see what I'm saying? Even with Mudryk, even with Mudryk, for that,
Unlike
with
Maldini
that
and
amount,
Mudryk.
you see what I'm saying? For that amount with Mudryk, right? Now all of a sudden that's 65 mil. Oh, it's a different conversation with Casadei for 15 million euros.
Yep, I get. Like, I'm in full understanding of where we are in terms of like what this whole Dewsbury Hall situation means. It's just we still have to ultimately be a lot more smarter about the players that we bring in. It shouldn't be we shouldn't be in these situations where we're buying players, then within 6 months of saying, it ain't working right. And where the
Yeah.
next players you bring in, even if they are potential, you have to at least work side by side with the manager, because the manager is showing that if he don't rate you, he ain't playing you. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's
We
the end
can-
of it. You
this
can't
is
keep
the-
buying all
this
these
is-
young players
And
if the manager
I-
is not going to play
Another.
them.
Yeah,
we're
another-
talking about from perspective of the fans.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fair
We're
enough.
talking about a perspective of the fans, and as a fan, you want your first team to succeed.
Mhm.
And based on the first team, I always had a problem. Based on the first team, you signed the potential, like the high stake youth. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
When we had players like Drogba, like the youth came to us not because how much wages we offered them, it's because Chelsea Academy was big.
Hmm.
It had to play into it. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong.
Alex,
Roman paid them a little bit extra too. I'm not saying it does not exist, but I'm saying like there's that.
And Alex,
Now-
going back to, like, just quickly what you said about the PSR thing, like if you get a signing wrong, then obviously like you've got to set, like, it's harder to recover. But I'll be real, I don't think that it's as hard to recover for us because of the money
Yeah.
factory we've got behind the scene. Like I thought that
Yeah,
it would eventually dry up, but bro, when we're making 6 mil on a player that played 8 minutes in the cup for us last season and did nothing else, and we're making 6 mil on him to send him to Leicester, like bro,
Yeah.
we've got a money factory. We've got when it comes, like, I've never really rated our academy on a quality thing from, like, for us, but in terms of for other clubs in the English, like, league table, especially Championship and Premier League, bro, it's a money factory.
Yeah.
We sold Hall for 28 million. Look what
But
he's
I
doing
will-
now. And
I
it's
will
like,
say
when you
it
can
to
do
you-
that, doing this shit we're doing with Casadei and everything, it's like, that's cool. And I understand, like, why we're doing it. But ultimately, bro, like, you're going to get things wrong 100%. We've got the easiest way. Like,
Yeah.
to
Out of all
fix
the
it.
clubs in the Premier League, I
Yeah.
agree with you.
Because, like, you look at what
Maybe-
United are doing. You mentioned United, by the way. They sold
Yeah.
3 youth players in the summer, made 28 million.
That's the set. Let me
Don't-
They
tell
made
you
we
something.
made on a haul of
Let-
3 players, by the way, and
let-
one of those players played a lot last season for them. Another one was highly rated, and they made 6 mil off him.
Look, for example, I agree with you on that, and 100%. You know, when Roman came, Roman knew that what he can do and what he can, he realized it quick, because he's the one that actually increased FFP. He was the one that suggested FFP because City came into the conversation, and all of a sudden he no rich person in England. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, City can outdo it. So he quickly said, "You know what? Let's introduce the FFP." Roman was the biggest. What's his name? FFP. How you said? Cheerleader for that. And then that's when he realized one thing: La Liga with that La Messiah, right? With
Yeah.
that situation, as much as everybody gonna hype that thing, it's still manufacturing of the players, amount of players, not quality, but amount of players is more important than actual gems, individual gems. Messi, agree with you. It's like one of the lifetime players that came out of your academy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And yes, that's okay. But people don't see how many players they sold
Mhm.
Yep.
that did not paid out for them. So he knew it's not actual individuals, it's the amount of the youth you need to have and constantly sell them. It's like literally sweatshop of the players.
Yeah, but to get the best out of that, you have to build a name for your youth academy.
Roman was never against FFP, you freaking. Oh my God, people in the chat, you dumb.
Yeah, to add to that point, also, once you build the name of your youth academy of knowing to produce top talents, then it's going to be easy to sell them in quantity as well.
That's a decent shot. I hear that. Sorry.
Yeah, Napoleon. Yeah, I remember the comment. 4 windows. That Bola said to fight for the title. 4 windows. I think 4 windows. It's like it gives like a average person to get comfortable in a position with stable situation. They said that, but they kind of shot themselves in the leg at the same time. Those owners, like with the 4 windows, because we flipping like from what we started, how we started with Koulibaly, That.
To be fair, that window doesn't come into it. I just did the math in my head. The full
Well,
window would be the
technically, that's
January.
when they said it.
No, I know, but I'm saying if you do the 4 windows, it would be the 2 January, so the one where the directors came in, and then last year, and then the summer just gone, and then the summer last year as well. Would be the
By
4
the way,
windows. The summer coming up will be
window
the
now.
different.
I think people. I think when
Big up
people
Yasser.
talking about Todd Bowley and stuff, I think we're actually talking about the summer transfer windows. When they say 4 transfer windows, nobody counts as the January as a transfer window.
Yeah, it'll be the sporting director's 4 windows, isn't it?
Yeah. Plus, I think it's only summer because I don't think January is the. I don't know. I don't rate January
This
transfer
January
window.
will be busy. This January will be busy for a lot of teams.
Yeah, sure.
But,
We're
like,
saying
over...
that shit every year.
No, they
And for
don't.
us, the first
No, they
window
don't.
was they would have
Yeah,
counted
we
the
are.
first window with
No,
the
they
sporting
don't. They don't
director's
say
window.
that every year, Alex. You just make that
Who
up
said
out
that?
of
Who said every? Who
blind
said this
fucking-
is going to be big one?
David Ornstein said it today. You just made it up out of your fucking head. Where you just everyone says it every year. Nah, bro.
Yeah,
nobody
and
says
we'll
it that
see.
like
We'll
that.
see how big is that
Yeah,
window gonna end up.
What
Winston,
about
wow. Winston said Olisi to Chelsea. Here we go.
He's got a point.
Ben Jacobs. Oh, he's not getting fired in the moment where he's getting fired. Like
Who said
literally.
Ben
the guy
Jacobs'
had-
name other than you?
Who said Winston? And
Thank
anyway. why am I
Ornstein is,
arguing?
to be fair though, they're different people. Like Ornstein is arguably the most reliable journalist when it comes to in football.
Yeah. Even though we still Caicedo is all we're gonna hold that. It's nice to
I
just
think
have
it's
one
going
of
to
those
be
on it.
busy more. If it's going to be busy, it's going to be busy outcome than income.
Yeah,
If
definitely
you're
more
talking about
outgoing.
for us,
We have to do
if
the
you're talking about
outgoings just to
specifically
get
for
the
us,
income.
then yes. If you're talking about specifically for us, yes. But I'm talking about like overall in Europe, this is like the one window, the one
Oh,
January window that everyone's going to be spending. Like there's going to be.
I didn't
a
know
lot
this
of
is the
players.
World Football stream. I thought it was a Chelsea stream, so I'm just talking about Chelsea.
Do you want me to respond to that? Because you're just being an idiot.
No, I don't want you to choke.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Ah. Oh, well, big up, Joey, man. Welcome to
Big
the
up,
stream.
Joe.
Yeah, big up, Joey.
Big up,
And
man.
yeah,
Do you
so
smell
we got-
California fires in Arizona yet, Joe?
No, not yet.
That shit is
That should be
madness,
laughable,
man.
but anyway.
This is crazy. They don't
This
have
is
enough water
crazy.
to put it out either. Is the crazy part.
You serious?
This is crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is wow,
Oh,
man.
Lord.
That's the craziest part. They don't actually have enough water to put it out.
Big up, key man.
Wait,
For some
no,
happy to bring
not
up,
enough water. They don't have time. By the time they get to this one town, that town was already burned because
Right,
of
but
how windy is it.
But they don't. The like normally they have like drop ships of water that go over the fires.
Yeah.
The reservoir of water that they normally would pull from does not have enough water for them to be able to do so. Otherwise, it would put everybody else through a drought.
Ugh.
And the wind is the craziest.
Yeah, the wind. I have friends who work in California right now. He says the wind is absolutely insane right now. It's just like whipping everywhere.
The fire department saying they're not even trying to stop the fires. They're trying to, what's the name? Wet the houses near it. So if
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, they don't
so
even
it
try
doesn't-
to
so
stop it.
they don't instantly light on
Yeah,
fire
yeah.
when they
Madness, man. I've been in
Mhm.
California
Look after yourselves.
plenty of times.
It's far
One
away.
time-
It's mad far away.
It's
Mad far away.
yeah. But I've been
Daniel
through
is the one that we should be checking.
Daniel.
out. I don't know
Yeah,
if
Daniel is the one. Yeah,
Daniel is
but he's in
definitely the one we
LA.
should be checking
He's in
out.
LA actually.
Yep.
So I don't
Daniel,
think
Yeah.
thoughts and prayers, my guy. And anyone who's within a vicinity of that.
there will be one cook
Daniel,
Nigerian.
remember Dag? Not the Dag, not Dag, the one that comes on all the time, but the Dag that used to put his used to come up on screen and
Oh yeah, Oba Kanobi. Yeah,
he's
that
from
can
that-
be that can
he's
burn.
from that area too. Bro, I don't listen to half of what Alex says. I swear to God, bro.
I
Yeah.
just
just
said,
let him
yeah,
talk,
yeah.
And I'm just
Yeah.
like, all right, Alex, all right, I get it, brother. All right.
Oh, brother.
Mm.
It's
But
joke.
yeah.
man.
Anyone
It's
anyone
jokes.
saw the West Ham Potter news?
Yeah,
Yep.
man.
Yeah.
The boys
He's
gave
moved for
everything his back.
Took their time with it.
We stopped paying him. That means we stopped paying him now, right?
Ah.
That means
The
we stopped
boys
paying
gave
him now, right?
everything his back is crazy.
Yeah.
Like Lewis said earlier, I don't remember if it was
There
Lewis or
might be
someone else.
some
Take
good
Ben
news
Roberts.
from this. There might be
Take
some
Ben
good news.
Facts.
and
Yo,
take
quick
fucking
question.
number
Quick
one
question.
with him.
Quick question.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
take
exactly it.
That means we stopped paying
Take your
him
number
now,
one
right?
goalkeeper to West Ham, please.
Facts. Sorry, Javon. What were you saying?
I was just asking if that means that we can stop paying him now as a club.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
That's over. That's over.
he
Man
as
was
soon as he takes
reaching out
another
us, bro.
job, that contract gets waived, and then he gets paid by West Ham.
Thank God. Save us some money.
Maybe
I
he
mean,
can do
some-
us a favor and sell us that Kudus guy.
Yeah, man.
Release clause in the summer, innit? They're gonna hold on to him till then.
Yeah,
Then
you-
it's
they're
over.
gonna
Unless-
get their- they're gonna
unless
get the
they
full
b-
money for that shit too.
Unless they want some of our players and
And Ben
Sanchez.
Roberts.
It's like
They
a
can
swap
take
or something.
Sanchez.
Yeah.
Sanchez, they can take
They don't
Ben
need Sanchez.
Roberts,
They got
take
two.
Sanchez.
They got two better goalkeepers.
I think they need
Neither
the
of them
Why didn't
Midfielders
you
play
midfielders
with
take
more
their
than
Ben Roberts so
anybody.
you can persuade them
No,
otherwise?
no. Here's the thing.
they're not
You
good
say
with
they're
their feet.
better though. You say they're better, but neither of them are capable of kicking, like at all. Like they don't have the capabilities of being able to kick the ball.
That's where
Not
Robert
that
Sanchez
Sanchez-
comes in.
Not that Sanchez is any better, but that's his guy. So like, we can hope. We can just hope.
They managed to
Take
sell
it
us
over.
on Sanchez kicking. We can do the same thing.
Paqueta get him banned.
Take
They're
Ben
gonna need
Roberts,
a
and then
midfielder
Ben
soon.
Roberts
That's why
will-
Chukwuemeka is there.
Take
Yeah,
Ben
but
Roberts,
then
and then
that's
Ben
healing-
Roberts will be like, I need Robert Sanchez here. And then he'll bring Ben Roberts and Robert Sanchez.
I think yesterday or the
Yeah.
day before, West Ham showed interest in Chukwuemeka and KDH.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
They've had interest in Dewsbury Hall for a minute still.
They can
Chuck-
Chukwuemeka, though, apparently
they're
he
still
could
on
be
Edson
going to
Alvarez.
Strasbourg.
They're selling Edson Alvarez.
Chukwuemeka could be the next one to go to Strasbourg.
Or
Oh.
Dortmund, potentially.
I
What
think
about
I think
Dortmund have
there's a
interest,
chance.
but Strasbourg loan's an option, and it seems like a clear briefing from the club on that one.
I think there's a chance that we send him to Dortmund, Carney.
Yeah. You know, I think he'd cook at
They-
Dortmund. Though.
He would cook
They
there.
were interested before we got him. Like they were
Vegan
interested.
food.
Like I can't remember what.
Just the
Like
food,
went wrong.
I wonder if
So
there's like a
they
way
were like
we
one of the
could.
first teams.
Not that I'm like the biggest fan of him, but I think there's probably a way where we could probably use Carney as make weight for Gittens if we wanted to.
Gittens?
Getting who?
Jamie
Bynoe-Gittens.
Bynoe-Gittens.
Oh yeah, because we've had interest in it, but even then, that's just more monitoring talks than anything. I don't think it's like anything concrete.
I mean,
Like, you
nothing's
just sent
really.
a scout to go watch
Lewis,
him.
Lewis, the only concrete link in Europe right now is Marmouche to
City.
fucking City. That's the only concrete link that's literally in Europe. Like that's as concrete as can get. There's not really
Everybody
anything
else
else
is
like
watching.
that.
Everybody else is watching and monitoring.
Yeah, everybody's just watching and monitoring right now.
But
Nobody
even then,
else.
the
is-
same thing requires is that's still the same situation for Bynoe-Gittens then.
But
That's so- I
I'm
don't
not
see it's
saying that
anything
we're
how
going
we're
to get
gonna progress.
Bynoe-Gittens. I'm just saying that I know that Dortmund wanted Carney. So and I saw the link with Bynoe-Gittens. If we could do something with that if we wanted to.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm
makes
more
sense.
interested in Gregor Kobel. You know,
I wouldn't
Charles,
say no.
Bro,
Bro, we need Marmouche.
No, we don't.
No,
Marmouche!
This guy.
Oh,
But
yeah,
now,
they
what you
back in
guys
Syria.
think about Lewis? I forgot
Jamal,
to
No,
ask you.
fuck
Even
them,
from
bro.
Syria.
Lewis,
Syria's
what do you
free.
think
Fuck
about
yeah,
the
these
link?
Moroccans.
There.
Well, what was
He's
one
not
sec?
rocking.
Javon, what was that?
That's why.
No, he's not.
I wanted to know
Wait,
your
wait.
thoughts. I wanted to know your thoughts on the link to Nico Williams.
Same thing as the
Don't need
summer, in it. Too much wages for us, so it's never gonna happen.
Bro, this man had 1 goal and 17 appearances in La Liga so far.
Yeah, he's not even.
That's
had
what
a
I'm
good
saying. Like he's
season
a
in
good
general.
player. He doesn't like if we get another winger, he's not the type of winger we need.
It's just.
I mean,
it's
we need
not.
Leao,
It's a
man.
non-story for me until he's willing to take.
You
less
said
money.
you need Liao.
Leo?
We can't get like Liao doesn't make sense either.
Why?
Who would you think makes sense? Who do you think makes sense?
If Leao don't make sense,
I think
Striker.
Liao in terms of
I think we're
no, I
good
think
on the
Liao-
wingers.
I think- I don't think we are.
Yeah.
I think Liao going forward
I
makes
mean,
sense. Defensively,
if
he offers you
priority
nothing, so
wise
he doesn't
talking.
fit.
Yeah, agreed, Alex.
Well, I don't, man. This is not
If you're talking about priority, we need the center back and forward. I don't
Yeah, I agree.
priority wise.
I'm just saying, like,
Facts.
I don't think
100%.
what we need full
100%.
stop is like we need a winger as well.
What?
We need a winger as well. We've got 3 wingers, and none of them are goal scorers outside of Noni, who everyone hates.
Well,
Try get a punt on him,
if you get the proper
Noni's a
center
goal
forward,
scorer.
you can
You
argue
still need a
with,
winger. You still need a goal
put
scoring
Jackson
winger as
on the
well.
wing.
You,
Bro,
no,
M1
we're not
does
doing
not look like
Jackson
a winger.
again. This
I'm
nonsense.
saying center
Mbuemo.
forward and center back are must before anybody else.
I agree.
100%. It's like, again, our wingers are creating chances. You just don't have someone clinical enough to take those chances. So,
Yep.
Alex is right. Get me a striker and we'd be fine. And a defender.
Yeah,
of course.
Estebal's coming. We can't do Mbuemo. Damn it.
No.
Now we would have
Exactly.
To
We have another
elect-
player that's definitely
And-
gonna get the first
Well,
team shot immediately.
Liao.
Yeah.
fuck.
No, man, Liao.
No, but to be honest, the name I just brought up is a name that I actually think is the right fit. But that's
Who's that?
What
Gittens?
yeah.
Gittens, yeah.
Who the hell
Yeah,
was
I
that?
agree.
I swear, man,
James
Liao is
Conrad
gonna be the
against
same thing
Dortmund.
against the low
Yeah.
block as Mudryk.
The
Starting
best
left
of all
winger
this
for
bit.
Dortmund.
It's not.
He's
The
the
thing with
best of all
Leo
this
is the thing is Leo is he's not gonna fit our system defensively.
Nope.
He'd have to massively improve, knowing how Mariska wants the wingers
Yeah.
to put in the work rate.
Fact.
I really don't think
Exactly.
Liao goes anywhere, bro. I don't think.
I
He
don't
wants to
think
leave
he.
Italy.
Yeah, I don't think he goes anywhere.
I don't think he wants to leave Italy. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he seems happy there.
yeah.
Like with the money that they're gonna ask for him, especially because of that. No
Mhm.
point. No point.
Exactly.
Unless one of those clubs comes in like the City or which I don't see.
Yeah.
Maybe
Like a
PSG,
City or yeah, even PSG. I
maybe
don't
Man
know, but like,
United.
I can see him going to United.
Nobody's saying anybody's better than anybody. By the way, like people just consistently.
He's not going to
No,
Barca
they're
because
like
Barca
this,
does
yeah.
not play like what he's
I
playing.
just people are crazy, bro. Nobody. Barcelona can't even afford the players they have at their team right now. Like, can we, like,
That's so true.
like they literally can't afford to have the players on their.
They
team.
use the layaway
No,
program
no.
since 1990.
Bro,
That's how
they've
we're
been-
using it.
No, they
They've
can't.
been
Like,
they've been fucking pulling strings with the government just to be able to get them to play today. Like,
Yeah.
like it's like
Netflix.
anybody who brings it Barca in any type of transfer news, unless it's a free, don't talk to me. Okay,
Joey,
no, but the thing
Joey,
is, Joey, the thing is,
You know what?
the issue
You know
with
what
Barca is-
Barcelona? Joey, you know what Barcelona reminds me of? Steph Blatter Netflix series in 10 years. How Barcelona became not club anymore. Like 10 years, like into the like corruption scandals. You know what I'm saying? It will be.
I
It
can't
will
wait till
be
the
Netflix
documentary
special.
comes
Joey.
out. When we're in 10 years, Alex, when that documentary comes out with all the fucking bullshit Barcelona
Exactly.
did for the fucking 20 years.
Joey, by the way, just on that,
We've
like,
been
With
it's
literally
Pep involved in
bad
it again,
on
like
Netflix.
with City and Barcelona at the same time, and Pep is in the middle of both of those things.
Yep.
Oh man,
Pep
that
Guardiola,
bull fraud, man.
mastermind.
That fucking Netflix series is gonna hit like crack. Like,
No, what's that thing with Kelly? What's the facing Arkel? Facing Barcelona.
Facing
Manchester-
Barcelona.
Surviving
Surviving
Barcelona.
Surviving
Surviving
Barcelona.
Barca.
Surviving Barcelona. There we go.
Yeah.
Surviving Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Surviving Man City. Pep Guardiola special.
Oh fucking hell! Well, I'm just looking more into that Bynoe-Gittens. I'm hearing that his goal scoring's improved a lot over the last year.
It has.
So maybe that's
Yes,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
will, yeah.
Sadly,
Try and,
that's
like-
the type of profile we'll be going for.
You want to know why? You want to also know why he's a Man City Academy grad?
Yeah, he's
Joe
Yeah.
Shields.
Ah, there we are. There we are.
I fully trust it
There
now.
we are. Joe Shields.
Bring in the Gittens.
Joe Shields is pushing for Bynoe-Gittens. That's going to be tomorrow's article. There we go.
wouldn't be surprised.
All right, cool. I'll do a bit more research into him over the next day or two, and also some more goal-scoring winger option.
You know,
But yeah,
Kamara.
Chukwuemeka will be a loan option for Strasbourg, I think, if we can't find any permanent deals for him. 'Cause I
Oh
don't think
man, I
we're trying
wish
to
we
loan.
take
The
Santos
player we
back
would bring
now.
back
We're
in that.
trying to
Yeah,
sell
I
The
agree.
wish
player we would
Santos
bring
was
back
back
in that
now.
is Caleb Wiley. We wouldn't bring that
Leao.
back Andre Santos.
Yeah,
That's
'cause he's
where,
Leao.
man.
Wiley's
Syria
injured
needs
as
you right now.
Leao,
Rebuild
man.
the country.
Yo,
Ziad,
Ziad,
Leao, man.
take
Ziad,
you and Ziad
stop.
I do have a
to.
Rafael Leao picture up here. Where?
Yeah, yeah.
So Ziad, we're spending 150 on Leao, yeah?
This
Getting
is
locked up by
negotiation
Reece
skills,
James.
man.
Say again?
We got good negotiators, man.
By the way, you know,
Okay,
San,
we're spending
you know,
100
San,
Okay, we've got great negotiating skills, so we're paying 120
San
on
does
Leao,
not
yeah?
sign
Give them
extension with
Mudryk, bro. Give them
Tottenham,
Mudryk,
right?
man.
Son.
Yeah.
Give them
You're
Mudryk,
idiot.
man.
You're an
Yeah,
idiot.
no, Son would off himself before he joins us.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he too Tottenham through and through for that.
Yeah, he hates us, bro.
Okay.
You don't spend
Yeah,
your
yeah.
entire career building a legacy at Spurs to do nothing and then join Chelsea at the end of it. What?
Legacy? What are you talking about? Legacy? I don't know what he built. What did
Yo,
he build?
they're not gonna let him go.
Bro, it's
Them
Tottenham.
jersey
All you
sales-
gotta do is be good for a few
They-
years and
they-
you got a
Yeah,
legacy.
what are
You
they
ain't gotta
expecting
win
to do,
nothing.
Alex?
Alex,
Yo,
you gotta
test the
think about
waters,
it,
man.
right?
Test the waters,
Alex,
Scott.
think
Test
about
the
it.
waters.
Why would they let go of Son? The amount
Because
of
he
jersey
wants the
sales-
bigger wages and they don't offer him.
Yeah, but the amount of jersey sales they make from him, they should give him the wages.
I was gonna say, they
Yeah.
make
They
so
got
much
They
all
money.
of
should-
South Korea buying
But,
jerseys.
no,
for
no,
Son.
Joey. The should and will, it's a two different sentence.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
He
You're
does
right.
not sign a contract extension because he knows that he should make more money. But they
Let's
don't
think of
do
more
that.
names. Let's think of more names.
What is
more
this?
winger
Like, are you
names?
trying to find yourself a name for your child or
Wingers,
something?
winger names. Wow, fuck that shit, Alex, man.
Fuck that shit.
Uh,
Your future kids? Wow.
Trying to look
Listen,
through,
the
like,
only name is
Leicester.
Leao,
Lord,
bro.
it seems
Weren't we linked with?
unattainable.
Weren't we linked with Nusa?
We once were.
Man,
Who?
are these
Antonio
players,
Nusa.
bro?
Antonio Nusa, yeah.
Yo,
I ain't
yo,
heard that name
Lewis,
in a minute.
This ain't 2022, man.
Lewis, go. Isn't there there's a tweet that Max put up of all the wingers we were linked with?
Yeah, let me go find that.
That's Leao's over worth 50 million. I was below, bro.
Liao is the bum.
Leao's not a bum, bro.
Yes, he is.
Okay, I don't know.
He
we
is
might end up
bum.
signing someone in surprise.
So Nico Williams, Bynoe-Gittens, Varatskhelia, Desiree Doué, Matthias Tell, Nusa, Dibbling, and more.
Man said Doué.
Don't Dibbling play more on the right though?
Sorry, do it.
Yeah,
I was,
Dibbling does
bro,
sound right.
I was gonna say,
Man said
like,
Doué, bro.
this doesn't tell me whether they want a
Huh?
winger for the left or the right, because like half those dudes played on the right and half those dudes play on the left.
On left.
Nah, most of these guys play on the left. Nico,
Dibbling is all right.
Bynoe-Gittens,
I don't know that
Varatskhelia,
Chelsea.
Doué.
Nico plays both.
Yeah, but mostly left.
Are any of these
Yeah,
players coming
plays
in
on
and
the
starting
left.
straight away?
Kvaratskhelia plays on the left. Doué plays on the right. Tell plays.
Nah, he plays left, but they play him on the right.
The question is any of these players coming in and starting straight away?
None of the
but-
players
but-
that comes usually start straight away.
Bynoe-Gittens and
Shelley could be.
Kvaratskhelia would start straight away.
Man said
Yeah,
Gittens don't
Vara
start
would.
nowhere, bro.
Vara
Yeah,
and
he does.
Bynoe might.
What?
Maybe.
Yeah, he might. Williams would if he came. And then Tell might. I don't know.
Do you
I
think
doubt
over
it.
Sancho though? Do you really think
Okay,
over
no,
Sancho?
Jadon Sancho, come on, man. Respect Sancho, man.
I think he could. I think Tell could start over Sancho 100%.
Nah,
Tell.
Tell?
Yo, I don't know what Tell is though. Is my problem. I don't know if he's a
Yeah, no,
winger or
he's-
if he's a
he's
striker,
striker.
bro.
Yeah, I don't know because I don't know where they play him at Barca because I've seen it at Barca at buying. 'Cause I've seen him
Yeah.
play everywhere. I've seen him play across the whole front three.
Man, we
Where
got
did Ben
Sancho, bro.
Jacobs say this?
We
Mhm.
got Sancho, don't matter, man.
Jacobs. So it looks like
Fraser,
those
I
are the
think you would. I think you
We're
would
not
need a
serious,
player like
bro.
Kobe.
We're
Fraser,
not
I
serious,
think
bro.
you need a player like Kobe.
We
I
get
can't find the
lap.
source
We're
they
gonna
said
the
that.
lap is our
That
next
age
striker,
midfield,
bro, and
yeah.
it's just gonna be so annoying, bro. We're gonna wait until next summer to get the lap. That shit's about to be so annoying.
I was
bro.
just, that's my issue, Joey. It's like
Next summer?
I don't really want the lap, but it's like if he's the guy, it's like I think whoever it was it Daniel or someone said yesterday. It's like if that's the guy you're gonna get him now. Don't do this fucking waiting about nonsense.
That's
why would
me.
you
I've
wait?
been,
Oh, you're
I've
talking
been
about Delap
screaming
for
this.
striker or somebody
Oh,
else?
there it is.
No, bro, I don't want the lap as striker. Like my top three would be Osimhen, Gyökeres, and Duran in that order. But Like if they're gonna do this striker thing, it needs to be January.
Fantastic.
Fuck, wait until the
Yeah, but
summer.
hold on.
Yeah.
Because then we'll have to do the whole.
Fantastic.
Then we'll have to do the same bullshit summer window we just had, where we have to wait the whole.
This
fucking window.
ownership. We're not serious, bro. We're not serious. We
Bro,
are
I
not
keep
serious.
saying it. We're in a simulation.
We are
It's
not
every window's
serious.
the goddamn
We are not
same.
a serious club. Like everybody
how-
likes to put us in this. We're not serious, bro.
Why are we
We're
not serious?
Bro, we
Because of
sit
the
in
players we're
here.
targeting.
We sit in here with one strike. We've needed a second striker for over a year, for literally over a year, and we're gonna be waiting for a fucking 21-year-old kid who's gonna get his team relegated this year. Like for me, what the
Yeah, but
fuck
that's
are we doing?
disingenuous, man. That's disingenuous, man.
No, it's
For
not.
what? How is that disingenuous?
Because
We're in
we
the
need a
same.
striker now.
We're in the same situation. We were.
Even if
We were in the same
even if we get
situation.
the lap, Ziad, okay? If we get the lap, okay. But it must happen in this window. They do not have the option to not get another striker. They spent all window fucking around with Osimhen to try to get the guy. Didn't end up getting him in the end. Didn't end up getting Samu. Didn't end up getting Duran. And we end up with no striker. Mark Yu is what we have as a backup.
And he can barely buy Prem minutes.
So now we're gonna
Meanwhile, we're
sit
playing
here and
Nkunku,
say,
who
oh no,
Maresca's
we're
saying
gonna
ain't a
go the
nine.
rest of this year with just Nico Jackson. God help us if he gets
Same-
injured.
It's
God
the same
help us if he gets
conversation.
injured.
No, Joey, forget the injury, by the way. Like, if he gets suspended, even for a game, who's playing up front in the league?
Nkunku, who our manager has said
Who's
ain't a
shit.
nine.
Like, not as a player, but in the nine is shit.
Yeah.
Or Hugh, who's played all of 10 minutes, I think it was up front.
It's
In the league.
funny because Matt Law's saying that Felix can play the nine before Maresca can.
But he's never played him there much.
I keep saying, like, if you're trying to go for some like bit part fucking nine, just fucking play Felix there.
bro, this guy
Bro.
is not the guy. The guy is not even.
Or you know what?
We're
just
not a serious
buy
team,
one
son.
now.
Bro,
be
that
nice.
guy is.
But
bloody
but like
treating
we've
his
also heard
best-
from Matt Law, we have to sell first to do that. So some of these
Yeah, but
players have to
he's
leave.
treating his best friend like a piece of shit, bro. Dewsbury Hall was like, bro, that's your guy. What happened to him? Why you gotta treat him like shit for? That's your guy.
Because he was the 8th choice midfielder in a team where he wasn't needed.
Bro, the guy can't even get on the
We
bench.
even heard at the time of the transfer that this wasn't
Instead of
from
who?
Maresca, it was from the sporting directors.
Ziad, who should he get on the bench instead of?
Well, I mean, Casadei's not on the bench. Carney's on the bench. He's not on the bench. We've got no midfielders on the bench.
Yeah,
Casadei's been on the bench.
because one of those has been frozen out, and is also not a 6, so it doesn't fix the issue.
Carney got frozen out like a
Yeah, cool. He's
motherfucker,
also
bro.
a 10. He's an 8/10 who basically plays the Enzo role. So the other option is KDH, who I think is actually injured at the moment. And then the last option is Casadei, who we're trying to sell. And also, it's Casadei. Like, I like the guy. He should be nowhere near his team.
Yeah, but we didn't need to loan out the two players we loaned out.
Facts.
Like even last week, we didn't need to loan out. last week.
Or you could loan both of them out and just get someone better than Dewsbury Hall. Like, you could get someone who would have been a different profile, who would have been able to soak up minutes, like, and would actually have contributed to this team. But instead, you got Dewsbury Hall.
Sorry, on this whole Osimhen thing, I want him less now. I
Why?
want him less for one reason. One
Okay.
reason only. I'm telling you why. AFCON, if it's in December next year, we're gonna be fucked because Nicholas Jackson and Osimhen are both gonna go. We're gonna be fucked. We're gonna be
Bro, that's
fucked in
fine, bro.
December.
We've known this forever. Like we've known this. Like that. Like if it to me,
No, I didn't know it
to
was
me,
in
like, it's
December.
not
If it was in January and it was
Osimhen
spaced out, I would
specifically.
give it more.
It's not
I'll be
Osimhen
real with that.
specifically that I have a problem with. It's the understanding that now we are waiting for Liam to lap until the summer. That is my issue.
No, I know
is
that.
the
I'm just
issue.
specifically speaking on
this
Osimhen because
whole
I didn't
thing,
realize that part.
Like
That's all
we're
I'm saying.
sitting here waiting for fucking a kid who's only played a handful of games in this league, and bro, what? God bless the kid, but like, what if he gets injured before the end of the year?
Yeah.
Then what? We've been planning all this time to get this kid until the summer, and then he's coming off injury. Like what kind of planning is this? What kind of fucking planning is this? You're gonna get Samu, you didn't get Samu. You were gonna get Osimhen, you didn't get Osimhen. Now we're not getting a striker at all. until the summer.
And I find it hard to believe if there's any narratives that drop that we don't need a striker, because then why did we spend all the summer pushing for one?
No,
Yeah.
but there's no narrative saying
And-
we don't
I mean, we
and
got
the thing
screwed
is as
with
well,
the agent.
like,
policy,
I need.
to
I
be fair.
want to know what the plan is with Hiu as well, because all the talk before the window opened was we're going to loan him out.
Yep.
Mm.
We were supposed to loan this guy out. That was the plan.
Also, by the
But
way,
no.
another thing. So
Now he's
We-
our backup striker.
the other thing as well, Lewis. You know, I said that it wasn't going to happen to Sevilla because they're about to sign a striker. That's about to fall through. So Sevilla might be looking for a striker after all.
The problem with striker, I don't think. I swear, man, those Pep Guardiola managers that come in after him, I don't think they
Bro,
fucking know
it's-
how to play with the stable striker.
They just want false nines and shit. Yeah.
No, but we don't play with a false nine. We play with a stable
know.
striker.
They
Yes,
feel it.
but that no. We
They
play
fit
with the,
versatility.
but you cannot find them when the crosses are coming. You cannot find them in the box.
Because he doesn't have
None
the
of them do.
instinct to get in, to do
Yeah,
that
no,
shit.
but that's
He just
because of
doesn't.
look who we've got. Like the only one that does is Hiu. Like it's either Nkunku, who might as well be a block of cheese up front, does nothing.
What I'm saying
got-
is, like, I talked to Liz. Liz, I almost said Lizo. Livs, you know, Livs Arsenal fan.
Yeah, Liv.
So I was talking to Livs, and Livs made actually a really good point. The difference between those strikers and, for example, what's that fraud name from Newcastle?
Isaac.
Isaac, he was always central. Always central, no matter what, how they going, he's always in the box. His movement around the box is incredible, just like Jackson.
Mhm.
But for some reason, when the crosses comes in, he's always in the box.
No, he's just late.
Jackson
That's
is
what Jackson
nowhere
is. Jackson's
freaking
always
near
late
it.
in the box.
Jackson's late in the box because if you watch that game in Arsenal, right? Isaac was pinging balls to Gordon. He dropped in deep and was pinging balls to the winger like Jackson does. But he knows when to position himself to be there in the box for when the cross comes to him.
He's always
And
late,
Jackson
bro.
doesn't do
He's
that.
always late.
Like yesterday's game was a prime example of the highest potential, like the better version of Jackson and Isaac. Yesterday's game against Arsenal.
The problem with the people that say no, like FF, like why would you call yourself FF? That yes, I'm saying one of the biggest evidence of Isak as being genuine striker, he does drop deep, but when the attack is going to the final stages of attack, he's always in his position.
Yeah.
If
And
he,
Nathan,
if
to be
Jackson
honest,
would be in,
Isak played
it's-
winger for most of his life, and then he moved.
Yeah, he did.
He
striker.
did. Sociedad, yeah.
More,
so
I don't
Sociedad-
have more in the chat. I don't respect the chat, especially you.
Oh, brother.
Especially you.
Dortmund. So,
FF, I didn't being disrespectful. I just like think that people that FF themselves, it's like put your name. Your friends didn't call you FF. I'm just saying,
yeah,
like,
I just
name,
let's just
name.
get back to the football of this.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
gotta
I
get
am
back to
speaking
work.
about football.
Like, no, I know. They can't go this window. If they go this window without getting a striker, bro, we might as well just call it.
Joey, do you think it relies on?
Oh, they
Nkunku?
can and they will, bro. Don't worry.
No, do you think it
they
relies
might
on
call, we might as
Nkunku
well
leaving?
just call the top four.
Big up, FF.
Just call it, blow it up, and just think we're a top 6 team now because this shit is not gonna consist. We're not gonna consistently get goals from just Jackson. Like,
Yeah.
we're just not.
It's just Jackson and
Like,
Palmer right
the
now.
fact of the matter is, when he goes cold like he is now, this is what our team's gonna look like.
The instinct of the biggest example of
And
why
people are
Jackson
telling
is
me
not
we
a
need
complete
another
striker.
goal-scoring winger. By the way,
He
people are telling
is
me
not-
we need another goal-scoring winger. By the way, and why is Anthony Gordon and Isak capable of doing what they're doing right now without another goal scorer in their team?
Well, what I'm
It's because
trying
Isak's scoring every game, right?
Yeah.
my point about the striker, the biggest thing about
Well,
the
he had that
strikers,
phase where he wasn't.
or most about thing about the strikers, it's not how they play, it's more how they position themselves. They get that tinkling feeling in the belly where to be.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Strikers
can tell me that,
instincts and that, yeah.
yes. When you watch Jackson, do you get that feeling that he knows where to be?
No.
Sometimes he's
No.
run opposite direction. Like when we counter attacking, how many times this bum runs with the ball and makes the wrong decision. Or I'll give you another one. How many times we run with the ball and he runs across the player with the ball and confuses him?
I mean, that's not
instinct.
even my issue with them, bro. My
Yeah.
issue with them is that every time when we play against teams that like to press us, or we play against a team that likes to play this deep ass low block, we consistently sit here and wonder, why can't we get the ball upfield, or why are crosses not doing anything? It's because Nico Jackson is just sitting in the box wondering where he's supposed to be. That's why. That's
His
why.
GPS
He's
location
wondering where
is
he's supposed to be.
malfunctioning.
He just wondered. He doesn't know where he's supposed to be in the box when these balls come in.
Mhm.
He doesn't know how to read the ball when it comes. When he's not instinctual to get in front of his man. Like when he does get opportunities, he's not that clinical. I mean, he had a clinical run, a spell of games, but he's just like historically not that clinical.
Can you
Like,
remove this
to
fake
me,
blondie out of
even
my
if,
face?
even if it's not Osimhen, right? If it's not Osimhen, we need an aerial threat.
Yeah,
No,
sure.
I agree with
need
that,
an
Joey.
area
I'm just saying the reason why I with Osimhen is because usually AFCON's in January to Feb, and this time next year it's going to be in December. And I'm saying that's why I said Osimhen specific, because I just realized it's in December. I agree with you. We need a different profile in aerial threat. That I was just saying specifically with Osimhen. And the other thing is, do you think we don't get Delap? I think it's based on if we sell Nkunku in the winter. Some reports are saying we have strong links with PSG. Some are saying it's just, we're talking it out, whatever. I think us pushing for Delap this transfer window relies on if we get Nkunku out. If we don't get Nkunku out, then yeah, we're probably going to go for Delap.
It's not. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that.
Why? That's it.
Ipswich
No,
is
excuse
not
me. That's
selling.
space. That's a
Ipswich is
striker
not
space
selling
being
middle of-
occupied.
Ipswich is not selling in January.
We
They're
also
just
heard that
not.
about Enzo. If we pay the money, we paid the
Bro,
money plenty of
Bro,
times.
we gonna spend 70 million on a guy who's gonna be the backup to their 30 million pound striker?
We spent 60 million on a guy named Mudryk who barely made any appearances with this
That was a
ownership.
bad
and
idea,
this-
though. That was a shit
was a
idea.
bad idea.
So we're gonna make more bad decisions then. You want us to make more bad
I'm
decisions?
not saying that, but you're saying
what
if
is
we
it
need to
then?
get Delap, we need to get him in the winter. So I'm saying it's going to rely on Nkunku leaving
It's
I
not.
gotta
first.
go. Yeah, I'll let
not.
y'all argue.
It
But
has
the
nothing to
transfer
do with
window
Nkunku.
that
We're gonna
it's
sell
basic-
Nkunku regardless.
transfer
This window
window
or
is
next window.
basically what people believe or want to believe in it. There's not a single fact because nobody knows what is going on.
Hmm.
So I'll
Anything
see
can
what it
happen.
is.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Vlahovic is
Let me get
not
this
a good
game in the
player.
Discord.
Fuck outta
I
here.
gotta head out of here soon too. Anyways,
No worries, brother.
Nice,
No
pick up.
worries. Yeah, it's all gonna depend on who we can get sold first before we can even think about who's coming in.
I
So we
just
gotta
don't
wait
think
till
it's
that
gonna be an
happens.
issue to sell Nkunku to PSG. They just need to move Kolomwani. As soon as they move Kolomwani, it's no
Even that
question
one's
they're gonna
depending
get
on
another striker.
outgoings.
That's what I'm saying. So Nkunku's might only be moving if Kolomwani moves, and he needs to move first. And that's why we're this whole striker
Yeah, but
thing. Because we have
Kolomwani's
technically
moving. They've already put him up there for loan.
sure
for
someone
everybody
still
to be
needs
able
to
to
bid
get.
for him. I have Dewsbury Hall needs to move. We need to find a buyer. Doesn't mean he's sold already. I'm not counting him as sold, am I? So he needs to be sold. So then Nkunku can go there. But the thing is, Nkunku's taking a striker spot technically. That's why I'm saying this. Even if we wanted to go for Delap, we can't because Nkunku's still at this club. No formal
Right.
bid has been made.
Right. That you're right about that. But
That's
like
all I'm saying.
but to me it should be irrelevant, because if you're ending up with a conversation of I have to spend 70 plus million to get the lap in this window, or they'll wait. Do you see how they've moved for this situation since then? Like they've said, oh nope, we'll trust Nico Jackson. That's it. That's all we've gotten. Nope, we'll
Yep.
trust Nico Jackson. Trusting Nico Jackson for what? To play 70 games this year?
And again, we were meant to get a striker on top of that. We haven't done it, and it looks like we're not
We
doing
were
it again
supposed
this
to get a
window.
striker with Nkunku. So what is that like?
I was so annoyed that Osimhen transfer didn't go through just because of the same shit we knew from June.
Yep.
That was the thing that pissed me off the most. Like, you
decided
dragged
not to,
this for
decided
that
to sit on
long.
your hands, bro.
Oh, he's definitely going to have to accept the lower wages sooner or later. No.
No.
No. Sorry.
That's why I
Like,
said we're
what the
not
fuck?
serious, bro. We are not serious. But games in the Discord for everybody. If you guys want to watch, if you're trying to watch the Liverpool Tottenham game.
Oh, geez,
but-
I'll have that in the background. I think I'm going to do a watch along for it, but I'll end up watching it anyway. So bless up. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no, I was gonna watch it anyways. Anytime I'm watching a game, I just put it in the Discord. Even if so, no one's doing a stream or anything.
No, even then it says I'm grateful that you even do that. So thank you for that, brother.
Yeah,
And
boss.
thank
Yeah,
you
no
again
worries.
for the Rumble stream.
Yep.
I mean, not the Rumble stream, the Raw stream. Thank you for that,
Yeah,
bro.
no worries.
Bless, bro.
Yeah, have a good one.
At one point, it's Osimhen or Sam. Yep, this is the thing. Like, we had the option, or even Tony. I kept saying throughout the whole summer, Ivan Tony's literally sitting there, just
Ross,
twiddling his thumbs.
And I'll say the same thing I said before, bro. How are we having the same fucking conversation 12 months on? Like, that's the same fucking conversation. The reasonings might be slightly different, but it's the same conversation. You just swap Hugh with fucking Broja, and it's the same goddamn conversation. 12 months on.
And the difference
Time's
is,
a
like,
flat
bro
circle.
actually got the opportunities to play and show us that he weren't good enough.
Time is a flat
Yeah.
circle.
You
Yep.
don't even get those minutes. I'm like, just fucking give him like a 30-minute patch off the bench. And if he's crap, we know. Cool. But we don't even do that.
Nope.
What is the damn point, man? Like, and then the midfield situation. Like, if Joey's correct and we aren't going to be wheeling back Santos or Leslie or anything, then what, are we just gonna weaken our midfield depth? Even though we don't use it anyway, but we're just gonna weaken that. What is the plan if, God forbid, we lose an Enzo or a Caicedo? I don't even want to think of a timeline for that, because I can't trust Lavia to stay fit. And clearly we can't trust the other midfielders. So now what? God
Yeah, no,
knows.
it's not-
Big
it's
up to
gone, though.
Blade.
Like,
Go on.
just quickly, I was just gonna say, like Dana said earlier, War aboard.
War aboard. I'm saying Mainoo. It ain't gonna be Mainoo, man. We're getting used for a contract
Great.
extension. And then it ain't ever going to be Kobe Mainoo. United aren't going to sell him. They don't need to sell him. He's not got he's got 2+1. He's basically got 3 years left. It's not happening. We're being used because he's on 20k a week and his representatives and probably Mainoo too don't like it. Which I get. But they're doing their cost-cutting thing, and Diallo's a bigger priority. So you gotta wait. Here's what it is. Here's what it is. Big up to Blaze saying, agree, Alex. We keep getting 10 million we can keep getting 10 million signings until we find a gem. We cannot afford to sign one Kepa or Lukaku. Where is the Sesko hype for the last 10 months? Now, I hear all of this, but we also can look back at both of those. Lukaku, we got fucked over by Lukaku. Simple as. The Kepa one, we know from the start that was a terrible move that we made. We were haggling over Alisson.
Yep.
And that's the only reason why we got to that situation.
I was
If we
gonna
were
say-
to go and make a big money buy, I would hope that we scout levels better than that and not just rush.
Yep. And you also hope you do it in a better way, because like the whole thing with the Kepa thing is you had to pay that 72 million in one go. You had to pay it as a lump sum all up front.
Release clause.
Yep.
That was it. And Alisson weren't going to be like that, but we didn't even want to pay that sort of amount. Idiots. Absolute idiots. Waste of damn time. Dakai says Ben Jacobs saying Delap is open to a move to Chelsea. Realistically, is it possible this window? If so, how much would it be? And Nkunku gotta be sold first. So Man City had, was it a release clause or a buyback clause?
It's a buyback. It's like 25 mil.
Right back.
Okay, so you'd probably be looking, 30 million. So you're looking at about maybe 40. I think 40 would be a fair amount for him. Because like then at least you're getting a bit more above what the buyback clause would be. So look, you'd look at 35, 40 for right now. Although I say that, even with it being January, you might have to look a little bit higher than that. You might be at a 45 situation. 45, maybe 50, because you're basically just guaranteeing that they're going down. So, yeah, if anything, I'd be surprised if they even offer to sell him. They'd rather just do that in the summer once they're sure of their survival or not. So, yeah, what a fucked predicament it is. And Nkunku, I don't think goes in January anyway. I don't think PSG are going to go in for him, and I doubt they even sell Kolo Muani personally. United can't afford him. Spurs will probably haggle the fuck out of that move, and Juventus, good luck dealing with Serie A tax. That can be a you problem. I don't think Kolo Muani leaves, and that means Nkunku doesn't go anywhere, which means it'll be a summer situation, and you probably don't have the piece for it anyway. Big up to Emmanuel Drip as well, saying bring me Varatskhelia from Napoli. Would love that. Would really love that as a move. Would mean we have to get rid of another winger, but figure that one out. It'd probably be Noni. In all honesty, and it does seem like it'd be Noni in general with Esteval coming in. Big up CJ, man.
No, it should be Mudryk. Esteval's coming in.
Mudryk's contract.
Mudryk is just
Well,
getting
yeah,
his contract terminated, I think.
Yeah.
There you go. Then there's your 4 wingers. Unless then if we're getting another one, then Noni might leave. But even then, like that doesn't
Esteval.
fix the issue.
And then my man's B result coming already.
No,
2
but
months,
like,
I think.
it's gonna come back, and he'll probably end up getting the same result, and we're gonna move from there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't see that going anywhere soon. But what's your thoughts been on this whole like outgoing predicament anyway? Old Dewsbury Hall, Disasi, Nkunku, all that shit.
Bro, if we get a better center back in, Disasi can go. Dewsbury Hall, he looks like a waste. He can go. Guehi's not the answer, so I don't know about that whole situation. And Nkunku, if he wants to go, we can get someone in. Great. Like it's just for me, it doesn't even matter. There's no loyalty to none of these guys. If they gotta go, bring somebody else in to make my team better. I'm all for it. Don't really care. Like Nkunku was the guy that we really thought, once he's fit, he's gonna take us to like new heights. My guy can't even get into the starting 11. So it's like, I don't know. It's a sticky one because the quality he has, but it's like, is he really ever going to play that role he needs to play? Probably not. It's not a striker, not a winger. You're not playing one of the 10 positions ahead of Cole Palmer. Clearly, Maresca's not going to play Palmer out wide. So it's like, what's the point?
I generally think our only real hopes of like outgoings is going to be the midfielders. Dewsbury Hall, Chukwuemeka, Casadei. They're the younger ones. They're going to be the easier players to try and like move on. Casadei will be the first one. I expect that Torino move to get accepted within the week. Chukwuemeka, God knows, might end up being a Strasbourg thing, and I don't even know what happens with Dewsbury Hall.
Carney's is tough for me because like before that injury, you could really see this guy really maybe developing into like a decent player at least. But since he's been back, he looks, I think alongside Dewsbury Hall, he probably looks one of the worst ones we have. So it's just disgusting. I don't know. It's weird. Casadei, he was never gonna make it here. He's a very interesting profile in this team. It's not a 6. Really not gonna play the 8, not a 10. So it's like,
it's just we ain't utilized him.
If we give him a chance, maybe.
Or if we just didn't bring him back for fucking height and to just barely use him.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens in this window, man. Because I think January, like in the last couple of weeks, and when we haven't won a game, honestly, I think Maresca has to take a lot of smoke for that because some of the subs he's not making is so evident, and he's just decided not to make them. But this is when we dominate transfer windows. This is when we dominate. So we'll see what they do.
Yeah, here we go. Chunky's comment. Who's Chunky's comment? If Mudryk's contract is terminated, we don't have to pay for the rest of the transfer fee. It's a big win. I don't think it's as cut and dry as that because there's definitely going to be legal implications based on if we have to terminate that contract. Chelsea will likely either sue Mudryk or sue the Ukrainian FA or whoever is the one that gave him whatever got meldonium into his system. And then like that might play into the parts of like the whole amortization thing, because we probably will still have to pay that amount. It's just, will that amount come from us or will it come from whoever we sue? That's what it's going to go down to. Ultimately, 62 million still has to get paid to Shakhtar Donetsk. Where's that money coming from? Is it going to be Chelsea? Is it going to be the Ukrainian FA? Will it be Mudryk? Will Mudryk have to foot up that money? We don't
Honestly,
know.
I think we pay that, bro, because Shakhtar definitely got to get their money. Can't
They
really.
gotta get their money, but for
Yeah.
Chelsea, we could end up suing the Ukrainian FA because they're the ones that have got our player banned, which has meant we've had to fire him based off just cause.
So we might have to go half and half on that price. 30 from here, 30 from there, and just call it a day. Maybe.
God knows. I just think it goes to court, and then we'll figure out, because we don't know the whole situation in general. We don't know like what Mudryk took. Was it Mudryk specifically who took it without anything else? Like, what was the whole climate behind it? All of that. We just know it weren't from Chelsea. It weren't any Chelsea representative that gave him that. So I don't know. I really don't know like about that. But I know the transfer fee is still going to have to get paid. 62 million ain't going nowhere. And we've only paid like a year or two of that. So yeah,
Like,
it might end up having to be an FA thing.
You know how we've been linked with like the lap from Ipswich?
Yeah.
Like he's one of those guys where when we played them, this guy single-handedly was just, he was doing us a different type of like disservice. And that's putting it very lightly. So even having an interest in someone like that, I mean, he kind of suits the profile. You already know we're going to be cheap buying younger players and whatnot. So if you bring someone like that and you got Jackson, I mean, you could have something going. But I think for us, we need that defensive midfield area sorted first before we even think of anything. Because Enzo, Caicedo, these guys are legit running on fumes. Like they play every game.
Lavia and Santos could be those options.
Yeah.
Right. So then thing is, you wait till next season, to bring Santos back. Like Lavia is just not going to be fit. It's looking like, bro. We get 5 games from Lavia. He's going for another 10, 15. So I think
Well, I think Mount's had more minutes than him this season.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
I saw
And Mount
someone
is
say that on
barely fit.
Twitter. Let me double check quick.
So I don't know.
403 minutes.
It's like get me a defensive midfielder. Bring Leslie back or something. Like I'll take that. Cause it's eventually.
It's not true.
Okay.
Yes. Hold that, Mount. Hold that.
That's crazy. But I think if anything, midfield, maybe defenders, that's probably what we need to look at first before you look at, a
Maldini,
striker,
to be
but
fair, that notion
no.
is just based off the Christmas break.
All of them.
Say again, Scott?
I said we need to look at all of them. It shouldn't just be like a this position or that position. Like we need like 3. We need 3 players minimum this window.
And hopefully 2 of them are center backs.
No,
Right now,
One's
I'm
a
trying to think
centre-back.
if we can even get
we
one.
need 4 players.
4. That's not counting the goalkeeper as well, which I know
Oh,
we're not going to
we're
get.
not doing, bro. But I'll be so
Yeah,
honest. We actually like from this window in the summer, in terms of what we need to actually go towards a title, we're like 6 or 7 players away. I'll be so real. But for just this season, just top 4 and hopefully try and get 3rd, which I think we could do. Yeah, we need a striker, at least 1 centre back, and a midfielder. I don't necessarily think we should sign a midfielder. Just bring one of those guys back on loan, but back from loan, but we won't.
Is that a winger or like in midfield? Like you're thinking?
No, the midfield. So we need a midfielder. We need a striker, and we need a centre back. At least 1 centre back, but like probably 2, but at least 1.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Much.
Yeah, basically. This is mad. We spent all this and we still need that. That's crazy, but here we
It's
are.
because the recruitment in certain areas has been shit. The reason we need another centre back is because 3 of the guys you signed are 2 of the guys you signed are dog shit. One might be dog shit, but he's also injured anyway, and the other one's injured. We've got 1 centre back that's actually good enough to play for us, and half the fan base think he's shit anyway.
He's the most
So
injury-prone
basically,
one
we
out
got
there.
no center backs.
You didn't even buy the one I was talking about anyway. Like,
It's just ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. Shit. Nah, I get like Maldini. Like that was only a thing from the Christmas period, and now it's also just raised worries about what
No, we
was happening
definitely
if we
need a
lost an
midfielder.
Enzo or lost a Caicedo.
Hmm.
We still need
We
a midfielder, but we can just bring back one of our own and be fine.
Yeah, that's when I say we need a midfielder, is in we need a midfielder in the squad. Like we don't need to buy one, we need to recall one. But if we're not going to recall either of them, then like we probably need to sign someone on a 6-month loan.
Yep.
I
can't
mean,
even
Leslie's
imagine
right
without
there,
that.
bro. Just bring him. Like Leslie's
Yeah,
right there.
Scott's been
Just bring
saying
him
it.
back.
Yeah, there's players we could recall, but we're probably not going to do it.
I'm just hoping that the reason why we haven't is because we're waiting for us to sell one of them first. But even then, I'm just hoping that that's the case.
Yeah.
Can't guarantee that for sure at all. So, shit. Don't know what we're doing. Yo, big up Melon, man.
Big up, man.
Big up, bro. How have you felt about this entire situation?
I am completely out of the loop. What's going on?
Okay, so basically, like we're looking, we think we need to get a striker, a centre back, potentially a goalkeeper. Or just use Jorgensen for fuck's sakes. But we're not doing anything until we sell first. Dewsbury Hall needs to be is up for sale after 6 months. Chukwuemeka is another option. Disasi and Nkunku all could potentially be leaving this window too. But I don't see Nkunku going because I don't think anyone's going to come in for him this window. Chukwuemeka, you might get him sold. You might end up having to loan him to Strasbourg. Dewsbury Hall, I haven't got a fucking clue. And Disasi's just existing until we get an offer for him. There's been rumours with Juventus. It's only been rumours. Nothing's really built on that so far. And it seems like we're not going to get a striker. And it's just going to be Delap in the summer. So I don't really get why we're being so patient about still when we were meant to get a striker in the summer. We didn't. We now use Nkunku, who isn't viewed as a striker and is just being used as make weight there. And just he, who could barely buy minutes in the Prem. So, yeah, a bit of a complicated situation.
So we have to sell before we buy.
Not
Basically.
necessarily, but maybe we are doing
Matt
that.
Law said we're looking to player sales to fund the defender move. So basically, we need to sell to get a centre back.
Fucking hell, man. No, do you know what you could have? Do you know what would have been better? Maybe if you didn't spend 30 mil on a fucking midfielder to play fucking 20 minutes a game, in or whatever it was. It may be even less than that. And do you know what really would have helped as well? If you didn't spend 19 fucking mil on a guy to get injured after playing 2 Premier League 2 games.
Yep.
Fucking waste of time.
It is so tin pot. It is
Oh,
so
we helped
ridiculous.
Aston Villa, so they could help us. Yeah, how'd that fucking work out?
It's just so shit, bro.
I don't even know.
Well, it's for Mark Guehi. It's for Mark
Yeah.
Guehi. He's on the top of that list of targets, and we know he's the top because it's the only one that we've even been linked with. The rest is just rumblings. Oh, well, Antonio Silva's on the list. Araujo, we're looking at Araujo. Okay, just looking at him. At least with Mark Guehi, we've actually spoken to Palace and we're trying to find out how much that they would take for him. I just think Palace are going to bend us over a barrel for that personally because they're not looking to sell one of, if not their best centre-back in January. So you might have to look elsewhere for that, or you're just going to have to pay about 70 million for Mark Guehi. And if you think he's worth that, then, oh boy, well, he better be head and shoulders clear of everything that we have. Because my worry is that I don't think he is. So what's the point?
Is he not a left centre back?
I
Yeah,
think
he's
he
a
can play
right
both
footed
left and
centre
right.
back, so he could, theoretically speaking, play on the right as well. But to be fair, I'd prefer him playing on the left anyway.
So even then, if he's more better on the left-hand side, then bruv.
There's no point.
No, I think there is a point.
It's a theory about him being on the right. I don't even mind him. I just don't think he's a level raiser and still don't solve the aerial problem. So, hey,
We're so shit at defending set pieces as well. It's way too
Yeah.
short.
I don't get it, man.
How
I
much
really
money
don't.
do you reckon we can even get from the players we're looking to sell or get rid of? Like Nkunku's the one that's maybe 60 million, if he's still
Give or
got that
take.
rep. Yeah.
I think we
If we
can.
could get
I think
60
we can
million
break
off him,
off
then
these
yes.
people. I think we can get like 50 to 60 on Nkunku, and then it's Disasi. You're going to take a loss. Just take the loss. Take the loss and accept the first bid that comes in.
Pushing 100. That's being that's being optimistic.
Where the
Now,
fuck do you
Sky
get the
Knight,
40
I don't
from?
think his contract expires at the end of this season. I think it's the next one. Because if it was this season, then like, what the fuck are we going in for him now then? Like, that's dumb. Just do the toss in with him in the summer and go get another centre back. Light work. There's been off tossing. It's not like he's lifted any trees since joining here either.
Nope.
Right. Don't get
No,
it. He might be
that's-
clear of what we have, but is he levels?
What are you talking about, Lewis? He was a fantastic one.
Who? Oh, tossing.
Yeah, great. We signed him on a free. We didn't pay any money. What are you talking about?
I thought you were being serious for a hot
No,
second. You got me,
Bro, you know how much I
Okay, what?
despise that Tosin signing. I hated it the moment we did it, and I've hated it ever since.
I was just hoping it'd be some sort of like shrewd business, and no, it's everything that I low-key thought would be. A decent guy, a bit mid. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
I swear he's like 27.
Yeah, he is. He's the
Yeah.
oldest.
Yeah,
I'm
mad.
pretty sure he's the oldest outfield player in the squad.
As our veteran.
I
Our
thought he was
veteran
like
is a man that got bodied once.
No,
by
outfield. I
Delap.
said outfield. I think he's the second oldest. He's either the second or third oldest player in the whole squad.
yeah, and
our
Nkunku's just
leader.
after that as well. Fucking hell.
One body
Oh, I
check
forgot.
from Delap, and you don't want to go take him on Jules anymore. Great. Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable. Big up to Sky Knight saying, what do you think about, is that Carney as left wing? He has the skills for it, especially how we play.
No, he
Bro.
doesn't. He's not a touchline winger. And also, I was
Bro.
wrong. Tosin is the
No.
second oldest player in the whole squad.
Who's the oldest? Is that Disasi or
But-
Sanchez?
Bettinelli.
Yes. and
Oh shit, we still counting Bettinelli. Fair enough.
Yeah, he's older than he's like 2 months older than Sanchez and Nkunku, and like I think a few months older than Disasi as well.
Man, like the group chat admin. Fair play. Fair
Yeah,
fucking
Disasi's
play.
26.
But I'll be so real,
Disasi's
Sky Knight. I'm not
26.
thinking about Carney
Yeah,
as a
he's
left.
not 27 for another 2 months. He's the same age as me, you know.
Disasi's 26.
Bro, he's like, hang on, Disasi's like 2 months older than me. Fuck.
Yeah,
Fairs, I guess.
he's our age, man.
Bro, he looks 30.
Nah.
He moves
I
like
mean,
a
maybe he
32.
looks 30.
Oh, brother.
Bro, I keep forgetting about
I
Chilwell,
really
you know.
want to
He
know
actually
what was the data analysis for signing Disasi?
No,
Did he
I'm
think
wrong.
Pochettino was going to play defensive, park the bus football against everybody cohesively? I really like, the more I think about it, for a team that, well, an ownership who wanted to do possession based football and just picked the wrong manager from the start. What made them think Axel Disasi is going to be what
Lawrence
suits
Stewart.
this role?
That's what it is. It's Lawrence Stewart. Like, bro, when in
Yeah.
doubt, go to Monaco.
Get rid. You
Bro,
know
it's
what?
like I said, bro,
He can
it's like
get
me-
Ben Roberts, man. Get rid.
It's like, bro, it's like I said, me and Daniel said on the stream the other day. It's like, bro, if it's not like it's, you know, when you have like that, like it's the emergency case, right? It's breaking case of emergency. That for these sporting directors is their former clubs. It's like need signing, breaking case of emergency, go back to former club. That's what these fucking sporting directors do.
These
Big up, Musty.
motherfuckers. And it's only Joe Shields ones that seem to do anything because they're City Academy.
Yeah, because he's buying from one of the best academies in England, bro.
This is more and more ridiculous the more you think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. Yeah, wrong manager, wrong personnel for the wrong manager, and wrong personnel for the right system. You man.
Yeah.
I might have to get RSM to make that fucking prison edit again. Just to take Poch out of it. Now, you know what? We'll just leave him in there. Just stick to the old one. Fuck it. difference does it make? My goodness. Yeah, Joseph, bro, that goes without saying. We all know that. Disasi never suits playing possession-based football with a high line. Yeah, this was the game plan that we wanted to run with. Utilize the academy a bit more, bruv. If you're trying to get depth options instead of just spending 30 million on guys who are going to sell off in 6 months. What is the point? Get rid of Ben Roberts. Win Stewart. You know what? You lot might have to piss off as well at this rate.
Oh, sack both of them. Go and get a proper sporting director, man. None of this.
Yeah.
Like, I defended the whole like Brighton thing because I do think that like you're not always going to find like the best sporting directors being at the best clubs all the time. But like, bro, in this case, yeah, I was wrong about this. Don't be going to fucking Brighton again. Don't be going to Brighton and Monaco and these, man. Like, I want a serious sporting director that's been at a serious club.
I have a bit more experience because we're now at that point where the team's pushing to be back in the top 4. So, right, let's get someone to just whip. Yo, RSM, thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. I can always rely on you. Everybody sub to RSM as well. The link is down in the description. You guys already know what to do over there.
This window is a disaster.
I like the optimism. I won't lie. I like the optimism. It's just, this window is a disaster.
I can't get behind it, but I respect the optimism.
With the amount of stuff that we have to do that I don't think that we're going to do, also the stuff that's reliant on outgoings, which that's already out of our hands, I don't really see much for this window anyway. Striker probably won't happen. Centre-back might happen. Will he be an upgrade? We'll find out. Midfield, I expect us to recall somebody, but will we? I don't know.
Hey, that's
we'll have to find out.
Doubt it.
Hey, Rano, that's a fantastic shout. He's literally just left them as well. Yeah, go and get him. I can't remember his name. Andrea, someone or other.
Let's go sporting director.
Yeah, he literally just left at the start of this window.
Andrea Berta.
Yeah, him. Go and get him. He knows how to sign players.
Yeah, he joined in 2013. That was a season they won the league. Mad.
Nkunku for Duran.
Yeah, you're dreaming, Keisha.
To be fair, that could be a signing that fits all parties. Like, because then he could play in the 10 for them, or the second striker, depending on if they played a 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-2.
Mate, hey, I wasn't even thinking of that. If there's a way to get it to work, fuck it. Fuck it.
Hey,
Durant
Moyo,
suits us, if Nkunku suits them, great.
Moyo, we all make mistakes, bro. He's allowed one. We all make mistakes, my guy.
Not my problem. I'd say that's a reason to bring him. It's a reason to bring him. Took Gallagher from us. I respect it. I respect that shit. Hey, Nathan, like Grealish, I've always thought he eventually goes back to Villa. I hear that. Well, actually, I don't know. I remember hearing from some City fan that allegedly has links to a few of the players. Like Grealish was really pissed off of his reception this season. So maybe not. Maybe not.
I'll probably forgive him.
Even then, it's probably just head loss with where City's at right now. Try to understand. Everything's just on top of you. You're one of the main names getting ripped apart for the way City's moving.
Despite his lack of minutes.
Calling you out. I'm saying Savio's doing everything better than you. That is rough. That is fucking rough, bruv.
They just misprofiled him though. They should never have signed him and played him at left wing. Like that was just dumb. That's their fault.
To be fair, he did play at left wing for Villa towards the end because they had they got someone else in midfield. I can't remember who it was. Because they started playing him on the left wing, but it wasn't like a touchline winger thing. And yeah, he had way more freedom than he does now.
Yeah.
Oh, Fabrizio on YouTube. There is a chance for Disasi to leave Chelsea this January.
Hallelujah.
God,
he was discussed as an option with Juventus, but Juventus have different priorities.
Juventus.
Can I just point out Juventus is conceding goals, conceding own goals in Super Cup semi-finals, and they went, nah, we got other options.
They looked at Disasi's last game against Ipswich and just said, nah.
Went, nah.
You know what? I'm good. I'm good. That was like one of his only hopes. This brother ain't going anywhere, man.
This brother
He ain't going anywhere.
What a colossal waste of time.
That was the best news Fab had for us. Thank you.
Respect, Fab.
Our only hope. So yeah, back to where we were before. And Nkunku and Disasi staying, in my opinion. It's just about getting Chuck and Dewsbury Hall out of here.
Do you reckon Dewsbury Hall goes to West Ham?
Maybe. Maybe. Chukwuemeka maybe to Strasbourg, and then we'll see if we got the bollocks to loan back a few of our midfielders. If not, pray to God that our midfielders can stay fit. Otherwise, I don't know what Raksaki can get some more minutes in the midfield.
Hey, Danish would have what did Andrew call it yesterday for Casadei? Joygasm coma. If Raksaki.
Hey, I'll back it. A very nice pure profit, and he gets the club. He's got a nice little half turn on him. He's definitely been training with Lavia. I rate it. Really well whenever he's fit. Yeah, Bluetooth game. I don't see any, like, Disasi ain't going and Nkunku ain't going. Will they even sell Kolomuani? That's the first question. I don't think that happens. So then what? Then what's the idea?
How much would Muani go for? They signed him for like 100, didn't they?
Close to,
yeah,
close to 100. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
He's fucking.
Yeah, he ain't going
as
nowhere.
well.
Crap. Yeah.
Terrible.
Be lucky if they get 50 for him.
All his stock has done is plummet since that PSG move. Man ain't gonna recoup their money. No damn chance in hell.
Nope.
90 million
90
they
mil.
spent.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh brother.
Based on that price tag, you think he's 3 times better than
Frankfurt
Jackson?
absolutely rinsed him for that one. Yeah.
He was doing bits.
No, that's got to be in euros.
That's
Man.
disgraceful.
Yeah, that's euros for sure.
That's euros,
What is
yeah.
it in
Frankfurt.
pounds? 80
it's Frankfurt,
million.
isn't it?
Yep.
80 million, man. Record transfer fee in January. In Enzo Fernandez.
It should be Enzo.
It should be Enzo.
Because
I thought it'd be anybody else.
the only other big signings, like you had Van Dijk, but he's way less. You
Yeah.
had
Oh no, Coutinho.
Oh, Philip Coutinho. Well, Barcelona.
January. Oh shit.
Yeah, that was a January move. Remember, because that's why they were able to get Van Dijk in.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, then Enzo's second, Van Dijk's third, Vlahovic fourth, and Mudryk fifth. Mudryk's fifth.
What did they pay for Vlahovic?
They paid 83.5 euros.
Oh my god!
And he's on 375k a week.
Oh, that's disgusting.
What?
That makes me ill.
Oh my god.
That makes me fucking ill.
That is mental.
Bro, they're trying to
The
swap him.
Goncalo Ramos is 6th. Bruno 7th. Laporte 8th. That's why there's Pulisic in 9th. Aubameyang 10th.
I swear there was
Diego
an
Costa
option
from
for-
Chelsea in 11th.
No.
First decent one I've seen for us. And Oscar right next to him. Nice. Nice.
Fucking hell.
Bro, can I just
80
make a point as well? That goes back to all of those. I'm not saying all of those are successful, obviously, but go and look at all the guys that were signed in January and tell me that you can't sign anyone this window. Like you can if you try hard enough.
Yeah.
Obviously, you might play over the odds, and there's no guarantee it works, but you can sign players.
Yeah, I always say it's more difficult. Like never impossible, but it's just more difficult.
I don't even think
You
it's more
can do
difficult.
it. Give it a try.
I don't even think it's more difficult. I just think it's more expensive.
Oh, it definitely is more
No, but like
expensive.
that's what I mean by more difficult, in it, because you're gonna pay above the odds.
I swear Vlahovic was going for 30 million last year.
If that.
Yeah, what were we willing with him?
It was like 30 million and Lukaku or something like that.
Fuck
Yeah,
me. And then
Lukaku
370.
make weight.
Was it 375k wages?
It was because what was it? Vlahovic had that pubalgia thing,
Yeah, he did.
so we kind of turned away from that. Degenerative groin issue or some shit like
Oh,
that.
fuck that.
It's because he was killing it at Fiorentina. That's why Juventus went after him.
Mm-hmm. And he chose them over Arsenal at the time.
He did.
They returned to Rudiger. I don't think Vlahovic is that bad either. It's just he ain't worth that.
No, I think he's distinctly mid.
He definitely ain't worth that shit. That's for sure.
He failed in an Allegri system, and then when everyone said, "Oh, but it's the Allegri system that's holding him back," he needs a progressive possession style system. He's getting that this season, and he's mid again.
Yeah, maybe he is just mid. Maybe he is. Oh God
It's just
knows.
a whole heaping pile of mid.
Oh brother.
Yeah, the fall off of some of these modern players, huh? Yeah.
Serious contenders for the lap, says Ben Jacobs. Yep, we know that. Thank you. At this point, I'm just thinking, fuck it, bring Chalobah back and just use that money to go get a striker. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. Like what? Like I don't believe Guehi is that much of a level raiser. I have to see it first. So until I get to that point, no.
On a side note, Lewis, whatever happens, in either of one of those examples or either one of those scenarios, whether we bring Chalobah back or Guehi in, just as much as spontaneously can bust. So I'm all for
it. I swear, anything to piss off Jesters. I can't be arsed, man.
That's just joke. Imagine the two options we're looking at being in both former Cobham. That's fucking jokes. That's so fucking funny.
Cobham, or you know what? The final boss, blood. The final boss of Cobham. Let's have it. Let's fucking have it, guys. Ah, shit. Right, we're going to wrap it here, though. I want to go watch the game with my dad quickly, so no watch along over here. But we will be back live tomorrow, so keep a lookout for that. Big up to the panel. Always great to have you guys on the show. Big up to everybody that's locked in. I'm going to send everyone over to Monts, because I think Monts is live now. Is Monts now? Is Monts live? I don't care. Everybody go over there and just spam a roof in the chat. Big up, everybody. Take care. Up the shells.
Up the shells.
You guys already know what to do. Spam a woof. You already know.
Second choice, a roof.
Take care.